This is the Phil Hendrie Show.
Well, there's been murder everywhere. It's been raining in the south and out west, and in other parts of the country it's been hot, and I mean hot. You know, the fire that we've had, the various fires that we've had. Out west it's been hot. In the southwest it's been hot. A lady by the name of Lois Neaton, she was 77 years of age. She was found on Sunday in her home at Western Estates, dead from exposure to heat prostration. And we want to get on the phone now, the Homeowners Association president from out there. I imagine that this is a shock, Ms. Dooley, to everybody, right?
Well, Lois was, she was an inspiration to all of us. She helped at our community center. She was on our summer-tacular committee. We are going to miss her. And I think this is a wake-up call for all of our elderly and everybody. The heat and the need for people to be protected from the elements, I think, is so very important.
So she died from the heat, is that correct?
She did. We had terrible heat here, not unlike the entire country for the last couple of weeks.
And she lives over there at Western Estates, which is, my understanding, a gated community. How many homes are over there?
We have 70 homes, Phil.
And so she lived over there?
Yes.
And was her air conditioning not working? Those are brand new homes, right?
Oh, these are all brand new homes built in 1995. Central air, central heat. Most of the homes have pools, average size about 4,500 square feet. We have good sized lots. Most of the amenities, state-of-the-art appliances.
So was her air conditioning working?
It was working, but we also have a CC&R.
Now, CC&Rs are codes of conduct and regulation. Those are the rules that govern a homeowners association?
Yes.
And what is the CC&R?
We have a CC&R that says no air conditioners can run after midnight. Now, the reason is the noise pollution. The noise interferes with, we think, the beautiful sound of the breeze and the sound of the crickets and just the sound of the night, which is very, it's sensuous, it's exciting. And so the CC&R states our air conditioners go off at midnight, and we do have ceiling fans. They're lovely. They send a beautiful, easy flow through the rooms. The tragedy is Lois had not yet installed hers. And
well, this is a 77-year-old woman who needed to be cooled off. Obviously, she was suffering. So would she not allow herself to keep her air conditioning going?
Well, she did have her air running.
So in other words, what I'm saying is a woman who is hot and she's got an air conditioner that works, and she's not going to allow herself to swelter in the heat, especially at her age when she knows the dangers of old people in heat, right?
Well, as I said, her air was running, but she'd been violating the CC&R for a week and a half. My husband, Steve Dooley, is here, Phil.
Yes?
I'm Steve Dooley, Phil.
Yes, sir, Mr. Dooley.
She'd been violating the CC&R for last week.
And I looked at Steve that night, which was Saturday night, and I said, you know, this just isn't fair. We've already bent the rules by allowing the model sales to sell to somebody over 60 because we do have CC&R about the relative age of people. And for 3 nights...
well, wait a minute. You don't let people move in there that are too old?
Well, we're mostly a family-oriented area. We are not a retirement area, so we do try to limit the number of elderly that live here.
All right, go ahead.
So for 3 nights, she had the air running after midnight, so I said to Steve, it isn't fair. And he looked at me, and it was just one of those moments when you know you're right. And that's when Steve went over to the back gate and went to the breaker box.
Your husband went to the breaker box. Mr. Dooley, you went to the breaker box and turned the air conditioning off?
Yeah, well, she'd been violating the CC&Rs.
The woman died from heat prostration sometime that night.
That's right. And it's sad. And
your husband turned her air conditioner off.
That is correct.
Because of the CC&Rs.
Well, hold it, Phil. If I could say, this is why it isn't my fault or Steve's fault. Here it's because I know you're going there.
Yes, I'm going to the... You said to me that the lady was respected and loved. She was hot. It's hot. You got air conditioning. You didn't just ask her to turn the air off. You threw the breakers.
Well, I padlocked the breakers, yes, sir.
You padlocked the breakers shut.
Because she had been going around and turning it back on. But here is why...
Well, then don't you people feel a little bit culpable? Let me give our phone number out here.
No, we do not, Phil.
Let me give our phone number out, please. 1-800-449-8686. 1-800-449-8686. Mr. and Mrs. Bobbie and Steve Dooley from Western Estates. The lady who died and it turns out that she was using her air conditioner, but you guys padlocked the breaker box so she couldn't use it because it's against the rules of the Homeowners Association.
I think you're trying to...
If you're trying to indict us, we'll not explain.
Well, go ahead and explain.
Well, she didn't... Here's a woman who had lost her lust for life the last few weeks. We'd noticed this. Her daughter hadn't come to visit. She did not make the cut for our ladies' golf team because she's not as young as the rest of us. I think in some ways, in a lot of ways, she wanted to die. And she kind of did by keeping that air conditioning on.
How does that tell you she wants to die by keeping her air conditioning on?
Because it forces us to come over and turn the breaker off.
Yes, exactly. Thus making it too hot for her apartment. She knew running the air conditioner was against the CC&Rs. Okay, and you need to follow me here. If you know running the air conditioning is against the CC&Rs and you do it anyway, you know that we're going to go over there and turn the breakers off and padlock the breaker box.
Well, wait a minute. Is that in your rule book that if anybody's running their air conditioning after midnight, you can go over and switch their breaker box off and padlock it shut?
That's an understood.
It's understood.
Well, is it written down or is it understood?
It's understood.
It's understood. And everyone complies.
So she ran the air conditioning hoping you guys would go over there and turn it off and padlock the breaker box, and therefore what?
I think, Phil, it was some kind of a cry for help. I think she wanted to, and this is very difficult for me to say, I think she wanted to die. And I think a lot of the elderly that die from heat prostration want to.
How can you say that?
Well, figure it out. You can go get a fan.
Yeah, you can go get a fan. All right? So why do the elderly allow themselves to die from heat?
Figure it out.
All right, so it made it too hot in her apartment to stand, and she would just die from heat prostration, and...
It's common, Phil, for old people in a lot of ways to irritate their neighbors or children to the point that they do something to hasten their death.
Well, I'm not familiar with that at all, okay?
Well, my mother, the same way.
You knew that this was an elderly lady. It was very hot. Can't you bend the rules so that she doesn't suffer from the heat?
Phil, you have to hear me. She was cut from the ladies' golf team. Her daughter hadn't been to see her. She wanted, I think, like the old blues song, she wanted to lay the burden down. Right?
She wanted to lay her burden down, and I think I knew it, and as I think about it now, I think she forced our hand and turned the air conditioner off and suffocated her.
That's why so many elderly live in desert heat areas. That's why they've had enough of life. They go out to the desert, they switch off the fan, they switch off the air conditioning, and they slowly and quietly sweat to death.
1-800-449-8686. So another story about an old woman who dies from the heat. But you guys have admitted that you had a hand in killing her.
We have only admitted, here's where you're wrong, Phil. What I've admitted to is enforcing the CC&Rs against air conditioners. It's only after the fact that I realize she may have wanted to just lay there and sweat to death, like a lot of elderly people do.
I think that's the tragedy, Mr. Henry.
Well, are you sorry about this?
I think I've indicated that we respected Lois. She was a respected member of our community. Absolutely.
All right, 1-800-449-8686. 1-800-449-8686. The Dooleys tell me that the reason why so many old people die from heat is because they want to. And when I asked, how can you say that? He said, figure it out. They could go buy a fan. Now, this lady apparently was using her air conditioner. It was in violation of the Homeowners Association rules and regulations. So Mr. Dooley went over to her breaker box, turned the air off, and padlocked it shut. The next morning, they find her dead from heat prostration, and they find themselves... And I want to be clear. Do you think you killed her?
I think that is really insulting, and I'm not going to dignify that with an answer.
No, but don't you agree that your actions killed her?
Phil, first of all, she was late. We are going to miss this woman.
Don't you think your actions killed her?
No, I don't. I said we're going to miss her. We're going to miss her. We're going to miss the homeowner dues that she paid. We're going to...
Did you kill her?
No, we did not. I told you she violated the CC&Rs. We did what we would do standard. We padlocked her breaker box, and it just so happens she was 77, and...
she sweated to death.
1-800-449-8686. I don't think there's such a thing as sweating to death either. I think there is such a thing as a technical shutting down of the organs because of heat, but I don't think you sweat to death. So that lady died, and the president of the Homeowners Association doesn't feel responsible because the woman was violating the rules and regulations of the Homeowners Association. 1-800-449-8686. 1-800-449-8686. Phil Hendrie Show.
One 1-800-449-8686. And now more on the Phil Hendrie Show.
Understand that.
Well, what am I not understanding?
What you're not understanding, Phil, is Lois had been running her air conditioner for 3 weeks that violates the CCNRs. Steve went over, he padlocked that breaker box, and that allowed all the rest of us to finally enjoy Western Estates the way it's supposed to be enjoyed, with a quiet, with a very easy and country feel. We have a very country feel here. And
meanwhile, there's an old woman dying from the heat.
No. Phil, again, this was an elderly woman who had missed the cut on our ladies' golf team. You know, I'm going to tell you something you're probably not going to like, but when Steve finished padlocking the breaker box and came back to bed, we felt good. You felt good? Yes. I held Steve in my arms because we knew we had broken through. We'd found something. I don't know what it was. But we had...
You know, and the next day they found something, too.
I don't think that's fair, Phil.
They found a woman dead in her home. Here is Amanda on a Phil Hendrie Show. Amanda, go ahead.
I think it's your guys' fault. You're going to miss is her money. You said it yourself. We're going to miss her homeowner dues. You killed her.
We are going to miss her homeowner's dues, yes.
Yeah, you're going to miss her money. You don't care about this woman.
I do care about her.
Just because she's 77 years old, that means she's going to die and she can't have air conditioning because she's 77?
Hello, buy a fan. Buy a fan.
Hello, she's got air conditioning. What does she need to buy a fan for?
Because
she has a home with air conditioning.
The Homeowners Association, right? You're not familiar with
That's why she... Okay, now look it. You buy a home with air conditioning for a reason, so you don't have to buy a fan.
I understand.
You killed her.
I did not.
And all you're going to miss is her money. That's it. You're murderers. I hope you live with yourself for the rest of your life knowing you killed a little innocent old woman.
Oh, I'm a murderer? So, in other words, if I tell
You're a murderer.
If I tell a wino that he can't have any more to drink and he dies from DTs, am I a murderer?
Yes.
Oh,
you're a murderer. You killed a poor, innocent old woman all because she wanted air conditioning.
I didn't kill anyone. What I did was I told her there's rule. If you don't live in a gated community, Amanda, well, that's, maybe you don't
understand. It has nothing to do with air conditioning. You buy a home for air conditioning, not to go out and buy a fan.
Have you ever lived behind gates?
Yeah.
Oh, you have? I don't think you have, or else you'd know there would be CCNRs. And CCNRs tell you that you're supposed to follow rules and regulations.
You know, it's really sad that
you can't keep your grass really long. You're not allowed to paint your house a certain way. We padlock that box shut, and we do it again.
And you killed her.
do it again.
Yes.
And you killed her.
All right, so we killed her. And nobody's going to get us for it.
Oh, see, there you go.
No one's going to get us for it.
Derek just admitted the fact you killed her, and no one's going to get me for it.
No one's going to get us for it.
Nobody's going to get us for it because we were following the rules.
Yeah, so that makes murder legal, right?
Times to turn off her air conditioner before he padlocked the box. She interrupted our playtime.
What do you mean playtime?
Because you had to listen? Oh, God forbid you have to stop doing whatever you and your husband are doing to kill a woman.
Well, excuse me for having sex with my husband. I guess that's something else.
So it makes murder okay because you wanted to have sex.
I didn't murder anybody. I didn't intentionally kill anyone. We told her to turn her air conditioner off. She didn't do it. We went over, we padlocked the box.
And an old lady dies suffering in the heat. And while you and Steve are...
We were together. Now, Steve had gone over there, and Steve made love to me that night like never before.
You're sick. You are a sick woman. You need help.
For the first time in my marriage,
murder's okay because we were having sex.
Steve made love to me because we...
Hey, I just killed him, but you know what? I got sex for it.
Hey, here's something that you didn't think about, lady. Maybe we sent her to a better place.
My husband has a very difficult time, if you must know, having sex with me when
so only when he kills people he can get it up, right?
No, when air conditioners are running.
Good God.
It happens to take my mind off of it.
Yeah.
Excuse me. What, have you got a little sewing circle going there?
All right. Thanks
that
for your
makes
call.
murder okay because my husband could get it up when I kill an old lady.
What's the matter? The lady in the background can't speak for herself?
You want me to give her the phone?
Sure, go ahead. Let the slut have the phone.
Oh, the slut now.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Sherry! Come here, Sherry, right now.
Go ahead.
Get on this phone.
You better treat my wife right.
Yeah.
Send her to a...
No guts. No guts to talk to me, is that it?
It's that they feel better about killing somebody. Isn't that what you told your kid about the dog? You sent him to a place?
What's the matter?
Raise your fees, upgrade your electronics so you support all the air conditioners of the gated community.
They're too loud, and we don't like the sound of air conditioning after midnight. My husband...
Next thing you know, you're not going to like the flag because of the colors that are in it.
You know, trailer trash, when you say their name and it ends up with a smile, Sherry...
Gee, are you paying good money for the trailer? Is that how you...
No, I live at 4,500.
Or is that simply how you refer to Americans who do not agree with your opinion?
Oh, my God. Well, you talking on a can and a string?
I think I did, but I hope you're all real happy.
All right, ladies,
please. Murder is now legal in the United States. For OJ and for people in gated communities, murder is legal. Go here.
I didn't murder anybody. We went over and padlocked that breaker box because she wanted to die.
Murder!
She wanted to die.
She wanted to die now. Now you're deciding that she wanted to die.
If you check your local television, they will tell you when your senior citizens in the heat. Make sure they are well and cared for. You sent her to her grave. So much for your care. I'm glad I don't live in your community.
She sent herself to her grave by insisting on breaking the CC&R. She should have known it meant death.
Oh, now it means death.
Under rules, you murdered the woman.
Listen.
Okay, the police and fire department will say to you, check on your senior neighbors, make sure they're well, make sure they come in to the senior citizens areas for their free air conditioning. You shut it off a woman who was paying her fees. You murdered her so you could get off.
Listen to Sally Struthers.
How sad is that?
She was like family. I loved her dues.
She was so much like family, you shut her off an air conditioner.
You loved her dues.
Would you leave your children without air conditioning? Would you leave your dog without air conditioning?
Hello,
It's okay that this family member who's 70-some years old to do without her air conditioning in 90-degree heat so you could get your rocks off.
I have a right to make love to my husband, and we were in the middle of something we were trying.
Not at the expense of the life of a 70-some-year-old woman anyone else's
That's exactly correct, okay?
My husband has been very dysfunctional.
I'm really so sorry. He's dysfunctional. He helped you murder a woman. Just so he could get her.
Mr. Hendrie, I resent them using the word murder.
Well, it sounds a lot like...
I'm really sorry. My use of the word murder offends you, but your action of murder offends me.
You know you're very
offensive.
We're even. You know you're very offensive.
So are you. Murder in America is offensive. By any law.
Murder is when you mean to kill someone. We assisted in her suicide. And that's totally...
Wait a minute. That's against the law, too. They got Kevorkian in jail, okay?
That's like, whatever.
And how do you figure that this lady wanted to kill herself?
I told you she did not make the cut on our ladies' golf team. All right?
And that makes her want to kill herself because a 77-year-old can't play golf. We're not talking about a 16-year-old girl here.
You know, you shouldn't say murder.
16-year-olds want to commit suicide.
You should not say the word murder. You should say send her to a happy place. And that's what we did.
You did not. How do you know she wants to die? How do you
don't know if she wants to go to a happy place. A couple of S-bombs dropped. 1-800-449-8686. Bobbie and Steve Dooley. The controversy is that a 77-year-old woman living at Western Estates died from heat prostration when Bobbie's husband padlocked her breaker box shut so she couldn't turn the air conditioner back on because loud air conditioners after midnight are against the rules of the community. 1-800-449-8686, The Phil Hendrie Show.
Clear Channel Worldwide.
The Phil Hendrie Show is back. 1-800-449-8686.
A 77-year-old woman named Lois Neaton died from exposure to heat prostration in her home in Western Estates, California over the weekend as the result of not having any air conditioning. The air conditioner she was running apparently was against the Homeowners Association rules. I have the president and her husband on the line, the man who padlocked the breaker box shut on this woman's home so she couldn't get to the switch to turn her air on, and she's dead. And
Phil, before you go on, I'd like...
And I want to just make this point. She's dead, and the two of you have pretty much said, well, you know, it's better that she's gone. She didn't make the cut on the ladies' golf team.
Well, I want to make this point. There are so many things that we had done for her. This is a woman who we built a special wheelchair ramp for in front of our community center. It is ugly, absolutely ugly, but we put it there for her. We allowed her to park a banana yellow Pontiac in her driveway, which is in violation of every decent standard of any homeowners association. You can go over to Deer Creek. They don't even allow cars in the driveway with car covers on them. But we let her put a frightening-looking yellow Pontiac in her driveway. And
so does that mean she dies? What is that, a trade-off?
It's not right that she dies, but we did a lot for her, so...
So then you padlock her breaker box shut.
She was violating the CCRs. This is one that we could not overlook.
Better that you should tow her car. Better that you should take the wheelchair ramp down than turn off the air conditioning. Jim, you're on the Phil Hendrie Show.
Hi.
Hello.
Can I have a receipt, please? Hello. How
yes,
you doing?
sir. Go ahead.
Well, I'm having a hard time. Hello. Yep.
Yes.
I'm having a hard time believing everything I'm hearing here.
No kidding.
Again,
well,
hello?
We had a sunshine van that would come and pick Lois up to take her shopping.
Go ahead, Jim.
Okay. Again, my thought is who made you people judge and jury? Who named you God to be able to determine whether this woman was going to live or not?
I didn't decide to kill her. We turned her air conditioner off. It was in violation of CCNR, I think it's 7, on a weekend use of air conditioning. It can't be on after midnight.
Right.
So you see what I'm saying? Now,
I hear what you're saying, but again, if you listen to your comments since the start of this conversation, it seems like everything you're saying as you go along incriminates you more in terms of you not really liking her behavior anymore, certain things that she did that upset you people.
No, we were not upset. I'm simply saying we did a lot for Lois. We let her park the god-awful yellow Pontiac. We built the wheelchair ramp. We let the sunshine van pick her up, which is for the retarded children. It's not even for old people. We let her move in the first place.
Now she's dead. And moving into a place where we didn't even have CCRs for old people, that it killed her.
What do you mean it killed her?
We were not equipped to have elderly people here. So I'm sure you can understand. And again, I feel that we made the right decision. When Steve came back, we held each other. I just, you know.
This is, honestly, I have to laugh.
Hello? You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
Well, all right, I'm on a smartphone.
Yeah, go right ahead. You're clear now, but you were breaking up momentarily.
All right.
You were breaking up.
I have to laugh other than the fact the fact that somebody lost their life is very serious.
You know, your cell phone sounds like this. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, Jim?
All right, let me try this
Bobbie.
again.
That's good. That's good. We can hear you now. But you were breaking up. Isn't it amazing what we pay for cell service and we can't even get the quality service that we pay for? But once a month, a large bus of elderly people going to Las Vegas would come to the house, pick her up. The bus fumes were disgusting. All of the elderly are not allowed here, but we let them come.
I know, but everything you're saying, everything you're saying, if you listen, okay, if I was on a jury, okay, and you people were being tried, okay, I'm a jurist.
Well, what are you trying for?
I listen to all these things that you're saying, okay? The more you people talk, the more you incriminate yourselves.
No, but Jim, you've heard about people who will pretend to have a gun when the police approach them. The police think it's real and will shoot them. It's a way of committing suicide. Now,
did the woman tell you she wanted to die?
There were signs.
Tell you that?
There were signs.
Well,
there were signs. She didn't attend the cruise last year. Now, this is a mandatory cruise. And
how can a cruise be mandatory? That's really interesting to me. How can you make somebody go on a cruise?
Phil, we're not like most gated communities. We involve our homeowners. She didn't make the cut on the bowling team, didn't make the cut on the golf team. She quit from the steering committee for the Wintertacular. She wasn't there when we decorated the Christmas tree last Christmas season. She didn't go door-to-door caroling, which she did do the 2 years before. What do you want? It's slapping you in the face.
But again, those are all her choice. It just as living her life is her choice.
It's indication to me that she never tried out for the lacrosse team, which I find
77 years old, and she didn't try out for the lacrosse team.
Well, you can laugh if you want, but we had
a rugby team.
Rugby? Here is Joe. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, I got a couple of questions for you guys now. You guys want to sit up for the elderly people, correct?
No, we are not.
But you take their money. You tell them they have a place to live. You take their money every month, right?
Yes, of course.
You have all these sporting things. But are these sporting things for the elderly folks? You think a 77-year-old woman go out and play tag football with me?
No, I don't understand.
Listen, first of all, you built a ramp for this lady, right? Which you had to anyway.
That's
because it's a federal law.
That's correct.
Right?
Well, no, is it?
Now you have all these activities going on.
We did it for her.
For a 77-year-old lady, and you couldn't even accommodate her needs by turning off her air conditioner on her.
Well, now, wait a minute. We asked her if she wanted to play lacrosse.
You're asking a 70-some-year-old woman if she wanted to play these games?
Yes. I think she wanted to die. Her daughter is a whore.
Why do you think a woman wanted to die?
Oh, my God. How do you know
you rented this place to this woman, knowing that she was an elderly person, that she was handicapped. You knew she had people come take care of her. People come pick her up. You let her have her car that you said was a rust bucket, but to her, it was hers. It got her where she wanted to go. But now you don't feel no grief at all on this woman for dying because of your stupidity, because you wanted to have sex with your husband.
You know, Joe,
I think sex would have been the last thing in my mind. I would worry about my tenants, to keep my tenants in my building.
That's true, Joe. I agree with you.
I mean, what you guys did to this lady is wrong.
Well, wait, now, Joe.
What? Do you have something? You have something intelligent to say to me?
Yes, we did. We had a cliff diving expedition.
Do you have something intelligent to say to me?
Yes, I want to say that I think what you're saying makes a lot of sense. And Steve and I thought about it.
What did you think about? Was it before or after sex?
We held each other.
But was it before or after sex?
It was after, all right.
After
it was
sex, you thought about all this after sex, not during, why, or before, about the ladies. How many other elderly people do you have in that house?
That's a good question. Are there any others?
How many more elderly people are you willing to kill just to have sex with your husband?
We have 4 other individual women.
You have 4 other ones in the house.
Now, hold on. This is they own these homes, right, Bobbie?
Yes, they own the homes. We have 4 others in the community. I don't know if you know what happens to a man after he padlocks a breaker box, but my husband turned into a...
This lady's paying for all this. It's her will to run the air conditioner.
Yes.
It's her will to turn it off and on. Not yours to go over there and say, I'm shutting it off on you. You can't do that.
My husband, for the first time in 4 weeks, was able to achieve
well, that's fine for your husband. That doesn't help this lady any. And how do you know you sent her to a better place? How do you know you sent her to a worse place? Have you died to come back and say I should to a better place?
I don't think she's in hell. I don't think she's cooking in hell.
I'm not saying hell. You're not listening. How do you know you sent her to a better place?
Well, I'm sure she's in heaven.
How do you know that?
Well,
did you die and come back and say, hey, heaven's a good place to be?
I have read books.
How do you know that?
I read Cary Grant's book. He died and came back.
Cary Grant didn't die. He's still living.
Well, no, he's not. But he died and came back one time, and he said it was wonderful.
Oh, yeah, well, I just say that, too, to make money, too, like everybody else in this world.
Hey, Joe, if you think about it, she can cool off all she wants up there.
That ain't right, man. That ain't even right.
She can cool off all she...
You know what? I think murder deserves, you know what they say, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth? Well, see, what comes around goes around, because they do say God works in mysterious ways.
That's the Bible.
So you know what? You people made the mistake because you went and did what's your thing, because you want to do your happy, jolly-go-lucky thing.
I want to ask you a question here.
And let this poor woman sit.
Is it worth it, Bobbie? Was it worth it, Bobbie, for you to have sex with your husband while a woman lay dying not 100 yards from your home?
I've thought about it a lot, Phil, since it happened.
Bob, let me ask you a question.
I've thought about it a lot, and I got to tell you, I'm sorry for Lois. But Steve and I wept. When I saw him get an erection,
Okay.
Oh, because he got the erection, you said, okay, forget about the 77-year-old woman. That's what it sounded like to me.
Steve sounded like he
just said that yourself. You said, okay, he's got it up. Let's go, baby. Don't worry about her. We'll get her tomorrow. Tomorrow came too late because she was already dead.
Steve came home.
And your husband, because the air conditioning was finally shut off, was finally able to relax enough to make love to you.
We played We Are the Champions by Queen. He took his clothes off.
Oh,
okay.
We Are the Champions by Queen. Boy, that's really romantic.
Yeah, isn't that?
You know, I think your husband needs to get Viagra.
Have you thought about Viagra?
Caffeine or something.
I don't have to do it fake. I do it the real way.
Yeah,
well,
you just wait for...
I don't do a fake way neither, buddy. I have no problem with that. I got many people better.
Did you dump? Did you dump?
Oh, my sweet Christ. I heard...
Watch your language, please.
No, I heard what he said. My husband is a man. He is every bit the man that any man out there is. Steve happens to have a little bit of a nervous condition. If anyone's barbecuing pork, if anyone has Christmas lights up that blink, or if air conditioners run after midnight, only then is he not able to make love to me. We sang Onward Christian Soldier, Phil. He took me like a virgin at the prison rodeo. And a lot of the things...
Okay, thank you very much. Here is Cheryl. Cheryl, go ahead.
Yes, I'd like
Hi.
to make a very valid point. Where are the police in this whole matter?
Thank you very much.
Did the police never investigate?
The police came over. We explained everything to them. We simply said she'd been in violation of the CCNRs.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to stop you right there for 1 second. I'm just going to make my point. I'm a realtor in Wilmington, North Carolina. The restrictive covenants are rules and regulations. The only recourse that you have if she was running her air conditioning after midnight was to take her to court. You in no way were legally able to turn off her air conditioning or padlock the box. I don't care what you say.
Cheryl,
wait, now where are you?
Well,
Western Estates? What city?
This is what I wanted to say to you. We're in California. And
what city?
I'm sure you understand that we do things a little bit differently out here.
Yeah, we kill old people out here. Is that it?
City.
Yeah, what city are you in, Bobbie?
We're in Western Estates.
Western Estates is the city?
Yes, Western Estates.
Okay, that's fine. You know what? I'm not even going to get into the sex talk with you because I think it's disgusting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call the police department in Western Estates, California, and find out what in the heck they're thinking.
Well, I'll tell you this much. Lois
you know what? You don't really need to tell me anything
Lois
because as far as I'm
is in a
concerned,
far
you have
better
serious
place than
mental problems
she's in a
that
far
you need
better
to deal with.
What mental problems do I have? I sent Lois to a far better place.
No. Hold on just a second. First of all, you have no right to determine that. Secondly, your mental problems come into play where you and your husband are concerned. You're both a couple of losers who are so self-indulged by your own actions that you do something like that. That's illegal. You cannot do that. I don't care where you're from.
I told Lois, and I'm getting very upset now, Phil.
Wait, will you listen to what the people are saying?
Lady. Let me tell you, I'm really taken in my shoes at the fact that you're upset.
I'll tell you something right now. If you were here, you wouldn't have any eyes left.
You know what?
You're saying to me.
Let me tell you, you would just add to your list of people that you've done in, wouldn't
That's right. And I'll tell you something, Bobbie, and I asked you the question, okay?
I got the Western States Police Chief in my pocket. I give him a discount on lawn care.
That's right. So what do you think you're going to do?
Oh,
At least I'm going to make a stink.
You know what?
At least I'm going to make a stink. This sounds real unbelievable to me to begin with, so I really need for somebody else to tell me that this really happened.
You think you're so smart in your Ann Taylor real estate uniform and your bad pumps? You know nothing about California. You're not more than 2 generations.
Oh, really? Well, you know nothing about sex, lady, because you can't even turn your husband on.
I can very well turn my husband on. He doesn't like the sound of air conditioning. He has a nervous condition. All right? Do you want me to get into that? Do you want me to get into what happened to him when he was young? How his mother would come at him when he was in a bathtub? Oh, she hangs up. What a slut.
Okay, that is it. That's it.
My mother used to come at me in the bathtub.
That's all I need to hear from those two people. My husband, and this is a guy, barbecued pork, blinking Christmas lights, and air conditioners, and oh yeah, he can't have sex outside of the limits of L.A. County. Other than that, the guy's a terrific lover. 1-800-449-8686. 1-800-449-8686.
Phil Hendrie, 1-800-449-8686.
Here is
Deborah, hi, you're on the Phil Hendrie Show. Bobbie and Steve Dooley, you there?
Yes.
Deborah?
Yes.
Go right ahead, ma'am.
Yes, hi. My name's Deborah. Your name's Bobbie, right?
Yes,
Now, Bobbie, how old are you?
I'm 37.
You're 37? How old's your husband?
Why all the questions? I don't understand.
I just want to... How old's your husband?
I'm 39 years old. I'll be 40 September 1st.
And you have all these sexual dysfunctions? That's pretty sad. Now, we had a homeowners association.
How many mirrors do you crack
And
in a day?
we had a board member that we relieved of his duties because he was mentally unstable.
How did you relieve him?
We had the police take him out.
Oh, I thought it was some other kind of relief. As long as you're insulting me.
No, I just think I think you lack intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have how much is your home?
Mm-hmm.
How much is your home?
How much is our home worth?
Yeah.
$850,000. We purchased
$850,000. And don't you think that that can afford one the ability to have air conditioning 24/7?
You know, you don't really get
You're psychotic. You're just like all these other homeowners association board members.
You don't get the
They're psychotic like you.
Did you get thrown out of one or something?
Absolutely not. We got rid of a psychotic board member.
What did he do?
What did he do? He started fights with the homeowners, especially in particular, he started a fight with a sheriff, a Tampa sheriff officer. And he says, you make one move. He tried taking out our security signs.
Oh, man.
Our security signs.
Wait a minute.
He said they weren't pleasing to look at, that this home was protected by so-and-so.
My husband
And he says, you touch my
able...
sign, and you'll be the last time you touch it.
My husband is not able to perform when Anthony
I don't care about the sex end of it. I think you're psychotic, and you're just like all these board members of these homeowners associations. They're Nazi attitude. You're psychotic. You should be relieved of your duties, and you should be put in jail.
Perform sexually when Anthony
You should be
Edwards
put
is on
in
television.
jail.
That's not crazy.
You should be
You're
put in
crazy.
jail.
Well, guess where I am right now?
You're in jail,
I'm
aren't
having
you?
a martini.
Well, have a
Dirty
martini
with
because
olives.
you killed a poor elderly
I've got
woman.
my feet up. I didn't kill her. She wanted to be let out of her. Oh, why don't you bite me?
Oh, get a load of that.
Oh, I finally did it. I'm the
got it ahead.
champion.
Good for you, Deborah.
I am the champion.
Of the world.
Woo!
1-800-449-86. Why don't you bite me? 1-800-449-8686. Phil Hendrie Show. Bobbie and Steve Dooley join us from the Western States Homeowners Association. You have formed an action committee. You are not happy about the current situation with the fires around Los Angeles?
That is correct, Phil.
What is your action committee planning on doing?
The Western States Homeowners Association, in conjunction with the Western States Parent-Teacher Organization, has formed an action committee. We are planning on marching to our firehouse here, which is our Western States Firehouse, to address the grievances of the homeowners here.
What grievances do you have with the fire department?
For several days, we have had smoke descending on us. We have had ash covering everything. The exteriors of our homes are filthy. The air smells polluted. The air is in point of fact polluted. I realize that our firefighters do a lot of good, but I want to know what they're doing to put these fires out. It's been almost a week. Okay, we've been living in conditions that are filthy. Major events have been canceled. We had a potluck scheduled for last night, which was in conjunction with our Falltacular, which we're going to be having hopefully this weekend. We had invited Wayne Gretzky and Janet Gretzky to speak. We had tickets for the Charger game in San Diego. That was moved, as people know, to Tempe, Arizona. We may have to cancel our Falltacular. It is one of the 4 major charity events that we have during the year.
Tell Phil what I said.
That's my husband, Steve.
That's Steve Dooley?
Yes. Steve's theory is something that we have to look at. And one of the theories is that 9/11 was bad. There is no doubt. But since then, we have tended to look the other way with these firefighters and how competent they are. We have been cutting them a lot of slack.
Cut them a lot of slack.
All right, let me interrupt here. You're criticizing the efforts of the fire department at fighting these fires.
That is correct.
Because they're not being put out quick enough?
Phil, there comes a point where you stop patting these firefighters on the back and saying how great they are, and you start looking at them with a dry eye and say, you know, what are you doing? What you're doing is nothing. really...
Are you honestly saying they're doing nothing? These men are working 48-hour shifts.
Yeah, we hear an awful lot about their 48-hour shifts, and we hear an awful lot about their, how tired they are.
Well, the fact of the matter is it's true. They are tired. They are working 48-hour shifts. They're up over Simi right now, dropping water on that fire.
Well, Phil, the facts are these. Let's talk about, instead of talking about your romantic notion or other people, the American people have such a childish romantic view of firefighters. It's really, Steve and I, had a laugh about it this past weekend. I said, oh my God, I was reading an article, I don't know what, but it suddenly occurred to me. And I looked at my husband and I said, look at how childish the American people are with these firefighters. And we both I thought I was going to laugh until I was sick. Phil, please understand that while we respect firefighters, they have been getting a free ride since 9/11. And what have I got? I've got a home that's filthy, a backyard that's filthy, a pool. Our pool filter has been jammed with ash since last Sunday. We have to put an entirely new set of hoses on that filter.
All right, okay. All right, now you guys are going to march on ladder company number 4, is my understanding. Is that the North County?
That's the North County Fire Department, that's correct.
You'll be marching on them.
Well, right now, Phil, if you understand, we have looked the other way. We purchased fire department merchandise. We contributed to fire-related charities. We have supported the firefighters, and what we've gotten for our kindness are homes burning to the ground, and my home smells like the inside of a fireplace. Now, I'll say it again.
Well, what are they doing?
What are they doing? What are they doing about these fires? They're burning out of control.
See, my wife's saying something no one's got the guts to say.
Well, I'm not faulting your wife for guts.
But, Phil, it really is true. I'm the only one who has finally come out and said what had to be said. The firefighters are blowing it. They're not doing the job they should. And as citizens, we need to know why they haven't put the fires out.
All right, 1-800-449-8686. Bobbie and Steve Dooley from the Western States Homeowners Association, which is in the path of the fire, correct?
No, we're in the Western Hills area, but we're nowhere near the fire.
You're not even anywhere near the fire, so you're being impacted how?
We are being impacted primarily by the ash and by the smell and the smoke. But what I've decided to do is take the lead and show everyone what I'm talking about. Firefighters have been getting a free rein. They've been getting their pictures taken and put into books. They've been told that they're wonderful heroes. They've been told how great they are. There's a lot of women out there who are married to firefighters, and I guess you think you're pretty special. Well, now we're finding out that no, you're not. And
well, let's not go to a point where we put down our firefighters. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
Well, Mr. Ray, we got to understand. The firefighter's not doing it.
No, I don't know what you're saying.
Well, let's not get to a point and say they're not trying.
No, I'm not saying they're not trying, Phil. But what I am saying is they're not getting the job done. The traffic has been horrible lately. I want to know what they're doing to put these fires out. It's been almost a week. We've been living in conditions that are filthy, as I mentioned to you. But what I'm saying here, no one has the guts to say. I'm saying, tell us in plain English when they're going to put these fires out and how we can expect and when we can expect that our homes are going to look presentable.
All right, these men and women, as I said to you, are exhausted from fighting these fires.
You know, that's something else. They're men. They're not men and women. All right, there are no women up there, Phil.
Wait a minute. There are female firefighters.
Well, you may think that there are female firefighters. There are no women up there. Men are fighting these fires. The women are helping out back at the firehouse. See, I've got the guts to say what others don't want to say.
All right, well, this is an expensive proposition, fighting a fire. It takes an awful lot of time.
Well, our homes are filthy. Our driveways and cars are covered in ash. We have ash in our pool. The air is polluted.
Lots of men are fighting a fire, not women.
I'm sorry?
Men fighting a fire.
My husband said that it's men that are fighting the fires, not women. I'm not putting the firefighters down. I'm just wondering, what is their problem?
Yeah, that's all we want to know. I mean,
what is their problem that they can't get these fires put out?
Well, all right. You have got an awful lot of guys on the ground. You got a lot of equipment. You've got a lot of tired men.
All I'm hearing about are tired men.
All right, well, just listen to me. They're doing the best they can.
What's their major malfunction that they can't get these fires out? And
well, I told him it's water. Put it out.
You know, my husband was funny the other day. We're talking, and he said, "Gee, have they ever heard of water?" I mean,
of course they've heard of water.
Well, but he was making a point. All you have to do is get lots of water, lots and lots of water. It doesn't matter where you get it. That's what puts the fire out. Get lots and lots of water. I mean, what is their problem? And
it's laughable.
But yet the only complaint that I'm hearing you guys make is that it's covering your house with ash. It is covering your house with soot. It is making your air conditioners clogged up. Right.
Look, Phil, we had a young man. Have they ever heard of people being fired?
No, but your complaint is it's clogging up a lot of things. And so what are you asking the firefighters that they be fired?
We had a young man that was working in our backyard. He was spending an awful lot of time looking at me, etc. We fired him, yeah. So what we're saying is put the fires out or we start to fire some people.
So you want these men to be fired?
I want firefighters that'll put out a fire, not a lot of men that are willing to take free cups of coffee, lay down and take a nap, get up and do what these firemen do around the country. This isn't just a California problem. This is the way firefighters all around the country are. I don't care what the station house. They take the free donuts, they take the free coffee, they lay down and take a nap. Every now and again we ask them to put out a fire. Our home is filthy.
All right, 1-800-449-8686. Homeowners around this area and elsewhere not affected by the fire are complaining about the ash. They're complaining about the dirt. They're complaining about the smoke. They're complaining about the smell. It's affecting their homes. And, of course, the question is, once the fires are put out, who pays to have the ash taken off of your property? Now, I always assumed you could just take a hose and hose it off. These people want the county to pay for it. They want the county to come in with a hose and hose off their property. 1-800-449-8686. 1-800-449-8686. Are firefighters across the country overrated? This is the Phil Hendrie Show.
The Phil Hendrie Show. 1-800-449-8686. Extremism. 1-800-449-8686. The Phil Hendrie Show is back.
You're blaming women for the popularity of firefighters. You're saying the firefighters aren't doing the job.
No, they're not doing the job.
And you're basing that on the fact that the fires aren't out in California?
Well, Phil, you've got an awful lot of women that buy these firefighter calendars. Steve was talking to me the other day. What was it, honey?
Firefoxes.
They're the Firefox, you know. These women who buy their hairless chest, firefighter calendars, good for you. You've got something to fantasize to. Meanwhile, homes burn to the ground. People are living in tents, and firefighters are getting free coffee. I'm the first housewife, the first homeowner to say, enough is enough. I'd like to know when the fires are going to be put out. Thank you.
Because you got a lot of ash?
We have a lot of ash, yes, and we've got a lot of dirt and grime and everything else. If these firemen don't get the fire out soon, we may have to reevaluate the money we raise for the children's burn unit. Now,
why would you make children suffer?
I'm sorry, Phil.
1-800-449-8686. 1-800-449-8686. Bobbie and Steve Dooley. Karen, go ahead. You're on the Phil Hendrie Show.
Hi, am I on the air?
Yes, ma'am.
This is Karen, and I've put out forest fires, and I'm a woman, and I'm a geologist, and I work for the California Department of Forestry and the Wisconsin Department of Hello?
Yes. But, what?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening to you.
Okay, here's the deal. I, as an educated woman who's made it on her own without sleeping around with men or buying fancy fireman calendars, I can understand what you feel in terms of we need to look at leadership of the fire department and public works and the way all of our cities are run, which is why we overthrew Governor Davis, right? Well, we also used to check over the administration, and we need to check out new technologies. Water is not the only way to put out a fire.
First of all, I think that, they said the men and women on the fire line. There are no women up there. They're men.
Hey, you don't have your information. You're just a housewife who sits at home and worries about her petty little swimming pool. Well, I don't give a rip about your swimming pool, you fat, petty, ridiculous. You're calling here with a lack of respect. You're selfish. You're arrogant. Your presentation is sloppy. And, you're a big housewife with your free coffee.
Well, look, it's because you're busy with Dykes on Bikes calendars. And
I'm not a dyke, you bitch.
Listen to me. And
you wish I was a dyke so you could prove your argument. I'm an educated woman. You're a fat housewife.
You know something? Why aren't the fires out?
You fat housewife. You got your little husband there in the background hiding behind your skirt, don't you?
You know something?
Why don't you get out and fight a fire, you big, fat, filthy, arrogant, petty thing with your ridiculous swimming pool? How many of us would like to have swimming pools?
You know something, Karen? You're really out of control.
I'll bet you inherited all your money. Yeah, you're disrespectful, and you need to hear somebody like me.
You know, I'd be respectful if you knew how to put a fire out. When you do that, then you just go ahead and give me a call.
That's right.
Wait a minute.
Everybody's gonna,
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Put this lady's address on the mail so we can all find out where she lives.
Hold on for a minute.
We'll go take the ash out of her swimming pool.
You know, you can email me anytime you want at www.
What's your email?
I don't want to. No. I don't want to be responsible for this. Now, hold on for a minute. Now, Bobbie, you said that there are no women out on the fire lines. Do you know this lady just said that she fights fires?
I'm not talking, Phil, about some little ditch fire on the side of the road. I'm talking. Do you know that what we're dealing with here are thousands of square acres, and it isn't out yet? The only fire this woman ever put out is the one burning between her polyester pants.
Hey, lady, I told you,
okay.
We should be looking at technology, and we should be looking at the city emergency plans, and we should be evaluating. But you should not be personally attacking those boys out in the front line.
Well, then, when they start, water is your friend. Use a little water.
Do you know what a fire department has to do? What a fireman has to do to get through? To be a fire person?
Do you know that I'm the only one with the courage?
There have to be at least 1,000 people.
I'm the only one with the courage to say what has to be said.
You don't have any courage. You're disrespectful. You need to go down and change your presentation completely.
You know, you probably
what I'm hearing, and you won't even let me talk, will ya? What I'm hearing,
Look,
and
Kevin,
what I'm saying, because I'm a
Her name isn't Kevin. Her name's Karen. It's not Kevin.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's right. And when you go down and you look at technologies to put out fire, how much money are we giving these guys? How much money is being spent on research and development?
Oh, my God, now there to go again with the money.
My husband says, there you go again with your money.
That's right, buddy. And you're lucky you're living here today to be able to talk about money.
We're going to be marching to the North County Ladder Company tonight, and we may carry torches.
Whoa!
Good for you.
What is that supposed to mean?
I think you know what I'm talking about.
I think you should call the police, Phil Hendrie.
You're going to burn down a freaking firehouse?
That's what she said.
No, they used torches in one of the Frankenstein
Get her
movies.
number.
You said
crazy.
you're going to carry torches.
Karen, can I ask you a question? Where do you buy your suits?
Boy, oh boy.
Oh, aren't you an intelligent housewife who sits at home and lets her husband pay the bills?
There were ashes in my hair this morning. You know something?
Oh, you poor thing. There's ashes in my hair.
My wife does her hair. What do you do besides shave it?
All right.
My husband who does my hair. That's what he does.
So you're married to a fag. Good God.
Would you watch the language? Watch the language, please.
Listen to you. You are personally attacking people because you hate yourself. And you take the hate for yourself and you do yourself. But you don't attack these men and women on the front lines. You don't be that disrespectful.
Okay, Karen, here you go. Yay. Nice speech.
Oh, God, can't you listen to what the lady's saying? She feels for those men and women who are out there fighting these fires. She feels for the fatigue and for the lack of sleep and for the heat and for the injuries that many of them are going to be suffering.
Meanwhile, homes burn. Oh, okay. Well, that's great. Thank you for your help.
That's right. You know what?
Right,
your home is more important than you because you're not even a half a human being.
No, Karen, really. I want to ask you a question.
Your home is more important than you.
I want to ask you a question. What size bowl does your husband put on your head before he cuts your hair?
Ooh, you're all
Isn't
full
that
of
funny?
personal
Isn't
attacks,
she funny?
lady.
Yeah.
What kind of education do people like you have? Where do you go to school? What's wrong with you kind of people?
I went to the University of Pasadena.
University of Pasadena, let's get them on the phone and find out why the heck they give a crazy-ass woman like this a degree.
Hey, you're talking to my wife now.
Woo!
Oh, well, look.
Ooh, the big man's going to step in.
You know, Mr. Dooley, I don't need you commenting. Your wife has been insulting a lot of people.
My wife has the courage to say what has to be said.
Courage. You call it courage?
All right.
She's got self-hatred.
Karen, thanks a lot. Thank you. She says you hate yourself. I'd have to agree.
Why do I hate myself, Phil, when I'm speaking on behalf of thousands of homeowners who are tired of waking up and smelling the air that is dirty and everything?
1-800-449-8686, 1-800-449-8686. Prince Aline. Hello, Prince Aline. You're on the Phil Hendrie Show.
Hi, Phil.
Hi.
I just have one comment for that lady who's putting down all the firefighters. Okay, my thought is, you should be lucky that you have a home, and you should be lucky that you're alive. How many people have died, and how many people have lost their homes?
Because the firefighters
over your swimming pool and the ash in your hair?
Why did they lose their homes? Because they didn't put the fire out. Ooh! Got you on that one.
The firemen over there are risking their lives to put out people's homes, to put that fire out, to prevent it from burning down more homes, even your home.
Look, Grandma, you probably started the fire. Smoke another one, okay?
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah. And
I don't think so. I started the fire. Right? I live in Canada, not California, lady. And I'm telling you, I'm sitting here listening to the radio, and you've got the audacity here to whine about a house.
Well, why
you are a selfish bitch, just like the other lady said you were.
I'll tell you something. We had a great fire last summer in our barbecue. My husband put it out with water. Now, why can't the man...
You're talking about a barbecue, a fire, a lousy barbecue?
No, I'm saying it was...
You know what? You need to get on with the life that you have.
No, I'm saying...
15 people don't have their life.
I'm saying that a grease fire erupted in the barbecue, and Steve got water and put it out. Now, what is wrong...
All right, hold on.
Well,
hold on. 1-800-449-8686, 1-800-449-8686.
The Phil Hendrie Show, 1-800-449-8686. Stepping over the line, naked. The Phil Hendrie Show is back. 1-800-449-8686.
All right, back with Bobbie and Steve Dooley.
We are over near the San Gabriel Bowl right now. We're bowling, but we wanted to go outside, and Steve has with him just a can of lighter fluid. Now, there is a dry brush here, and don't worry, we are very clear of any other shrubbery. But I want to demonstrate how quickly we have a hose, we have matches, and we have lighter fluid. Go ahead, Steve.
Well, I'd like to bush on and squirt the hose on it.
So what Steve's going to do is just light a little bit of the bush right there. Now, the bush is burning, and turn the hose on, and the water hits the bush. That is my husband. And one of the reasons why I'm so proud of him and so very much in love with him, Calvin, if I could interrupt
what you need to understand, lady, resources, water, okay?
Right.
You want to pay higher taxes to pipe water lines up on the mountains? Okay, go ahead and do it, then you'll really be glad because you got to pay. There's no water up on them mountains. Them firefighters are getting it up there the best they can. They're doing the best job they can. I'm a firefighter, lady. Don't walk. Unless you walk in our shoes, don't open your mouth.
And so I'm supposed to walk by my home and look at 3 inches of ash, a pool filter that's clogged up, my hair smells of fire.
Yeah, you are. I mean, what the heck, lady? I mean, look, ash ain't nothing. It can be cleaned up. Them guys them men and women both are on the front lines up there doing their job the best they can with the resources they got. You want to help out? You and your husband get off your fat butt to go out there and help them from out.
You know what, Calvin? Maybe their best isn't just good enough,
Here's what I think of their best.
That was pretty infantile.
Well,
we were just making a demonstration.
No, that demonstration you're going to do, you're going to wind up starting a fire or something.
No.
You're going to start another fire, burn your own house down.
What we're trying to do is show you you're a firefighter.
No, you ain't showing me nothing. I mean, you're an idiot. If you believe that, yeah, you got water. They ain't got water up on the side of them mountains up there.
Okay, hold on. What is your name, Calvin?
I'm not even from California, but I've been there before.
You're a firefighter.
I've seen them mountains.
Okay, you're a firefighter, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
I'm a volunteer firefighter. I put my blood on the line every time I go out there, and I don't get paid for it. And a lot of them people out there are doing the same thing, and they ain't getting paid for it.
My husband, Steve, has an M80. Is it, Steve?
Got an M80. I'm going to light it, and then I'm going to squirt some water on it.
Wait a second.
Yeah, that's because you're an idiot. You're playing with fire. What are you playing with fire for?
What?
You trying to start another fire out there?
No, he's trying to show how to put
What's he going to show? He ain't going to show nothing.
He's going to squirt water on it, Calvin.
He's got a water hose in his hand. That's plumb dumb.
Go ahead.
Anybody can do that.
Go ahead.
All right, now I'm going to squirt water on it.
there, and the fire's out.
Good for you.
Okay. Hike some water up there on the mountains then.
Hike up to the
come over and drain your swimming pool out. Let them drain from your swimming pool.
I'm just saying that it's really, really easy if you know.
No, you ain't got no right to open your mouth and say nothing, lady. You ain't got no right at all.
Well, that's faster.
You walk in them people's shoes, you have no right.
Well, that's faster. You can put it out, Melvin.
Your husband's an idiot. You're all idiots.
Melvin, let me ask you.
You have got no right. You have got no right, none whatsoever, to stand there and ditch them people that are fighting that fire. I don't care where they're from. You got people from other states coming in there volunteering to help.
I bet you think you're really brave that you could take a lot of heat. My husband has a hot poker right now.
All right, these demonstrations are going to start a fire.
No, hold on.
Tell him to stick the hot poker in your butt, then maybe that'll help.
Oh, you are so...
You know, you'd say that in front of me, I'd beat you up.
Yeah, beat me up, fool.
Do you know how much it costs to buy a new filter for an infinity pool, Belvin? No, you don't.
Do what?
Do you know how much it costs to buy a new filter for an infinity pool? Go ahead, here's the hot poker.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's poor baby. It don't cost you that much if you got insurance. Turn it into your insurance company. You got all that money, you ought to have some high-dollar insurance then.
What's your name, Delvin?
Calvin, yeah, right.
Now listen to this. Yeah, I put that right against my flesh and it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, right. You blow smoke up somebody else's rear, not mine. I'm a truck driver, too. So you ain't blowing no smoke up my rear.
Well, you're doing all kinds of stuff, huh? Don't piss down my back and tell me it's raining.
Do what?
All right, listen, Calvin, thank you. I think you made some good points. That man drives a truck as well as helps out along the fire lines.
Well, we're going to go back inside and bowl another game.
Yeah, you go back inside and bowl another game. Let's go over to Brandy. Brandy, hi, you're on the Phil Hendrie Show. We're talking to Bobbie and Steve Dooley about who they think the firefighters aren't doing the job. Brandy?
Yeah, okay, Phil,
yes, ma'am.
First of all, she needs to stop worrying about her pool and think about the children that are out there that have nothing. Absolutely nothing. They have to start over from scratch and rebuild their lives.
Yeah, they don't have anything because the firefighters couldn't put the fire out.
That's why
the firefighters are out there busting their ass to put out the fire. When a fire is called a forest fire or the fire we have in California now, it takes more than just water to contain it. If the fire can get oxygen, it's going to grow. As these fires in California have gotten oxygen, therefore they are growing. They've got to find the ending point of all the fire, spray it down with water and every other resource they can to contain it. Once the fire is contained, Phil, then they can work on putting it out.
Brandy, are you a firefighter?
Phil, it can be replaced.
Are you a
These
firefighter?
These children out there have lost homes,
well,
clothes,
she's a groupie. She's
their
a groupie.
family possessions.
Get a load of you,
the important thing is to deal. If it's me, I feel guilty walking around.
Look, Mr.
knowing
Wizard.
I've got money in my pocket. I've got
what did you want to do, Steve? What did you want to do?
Kids have nothing, Phil. That's the most important thing.
Steve wants to demonstrate to everyone. Now, this is a, what is this? This is some garbage in our backyard. We're going to light on fire.
Oh, come on, will ya?
No, really. Just go ahead, Steve.
All right, now I'm going to pee on it. See, it's all out.
You're really grown up, aren't you?
What? Phil, we have to demonstrate this to someone. Otherwise, they are not going to listen to us. Don't you agree, Randy?
I have family and friends that are firefighters, and I've lost
Do they know how to put out fires?
Of my closest friends to fires because they put their lives on the line to fight fires like what is being fought in California now as it is.
Were they playing with matches or what?
She has not walked a day in a firefighter's shoes, neither has her husband. Until they do, I agree with Calvin. They have no right to open their
Tell you what,
mouths.
Brandy, why don't you hold on? Bobbie, how do you respond to that?
Until she has gone and put $150 into her hair only to have it smell like an ashtray, until you know what it is to spend thousands on a wardrobe only to have it smell like a cigarette, you don't know what it's like. My home looks like hell. My pool is full of ash. My yard is thick with ash. Who pays for that?
Okay, Bill, can I respond to what she just said?
Hold on for a minute. Hold on, I'm rolling
I get my hair done every 3 weeks. I get my hair colored, I get it straightened. So I spend a good $500 on my hair a month. As far as my wardrobe goes, I spend more than $1,000 a month on my wardrobe.
Well, listen, smoke is going to come out of your Walmart pants a lot faster than my Ann Taylor's. So that's...
Oh, honey, believe me, I don't think so. Until you've worn Armani, Gucci, Versace, all of that, don't come at me about what's easier to get smoke out of.
Well,
okay?
what do you mean, Gucci?
You need to stop pitying yourself and worry about these kids out there. That's the most important thing. The children. The children.
Yes,
okay?
yes, the children.
You're worried about yourself. Bill,
look, if you see a kid on fire...
Right now should not be on ourselves.
Can I mention something right now, Phil?
What do you want, Steve?
I've got a doll.
It's about the kids.
I got a baby
they
doll.
Are our future.
One of my daughter's dolls, and this represents a kid. Now watch. I'll set the doll on fire. Okay? And now I put it out. Now there, that's a kid. I put that kid out, not a firefighter.
Well, that's a very good point. See, Brandy?
That doesn't matter. Y'all
what are you talking about? I put that kid out.
They're sitting there putting it on fire. What about the children?
All right, Brandy, thank you. I think this is food for thought.
Jesus, food for thought. What was she talking about? Steve, light the firecrackers and throw them in the bush. Let's just see what happens. That looks bitchin'.
You guys are really stupid. You're really stupid.
All right, now pee on it. Pee on it.
There, I peed on it. It's all out.
You're really idiots. Know what those guys are up against.
So we can't show them how to put out a fire.
Don't you think they already know that water puts out fires? Unfreaking real with you guys.
We're going to be marching on ladder company number 6, and we want the Burgermeister to meet us. We want answers.
Oh, okay, Dr. Frankenstein. They'll be marching on ladder house number 6. They want the Burgermeister to meet them. All right, there's Bobbie and Steve, man. How come these fires aren't out yet? Her hair smells like smoke. 1-800-449-8686. Phil Hendrie Show.
The Phil Hendrie Show. 1-800-449-8686. The last gasp before the death of radio.
On the phone with us is Bobbie Dooley, who is a lifelong Herbalife believer and consumer, and was very much an enthusiastic supporter, would you say, Bobbie, of the Herbalife products?
Absolutely, Phil. First of all, we want to say that we are very, very sad to hear the news about Mark. I really was stunned by this. I suffer from a form of heart palpitation, and I would use Herbalife products to mitigate the palpitations. And I have to tell you, it's almost as if someone could hear me praying, because when Mark passed on, when I heard that Mr. Hughes died, I was palpitating. He was young. I am so sorry. Herbalife, I think, has done so much. Their ocular defense formula, which regulated bowel movements, the ocular formula I used for a long time when I had stomach problems.
Well, you'd say, what is it called?
Their ocular defense formula. And I use that for a regular colon.
Well, ocular, O-C-U-L-A-R, that is, does that say eyes? That's for the eyes, isn't it?
Oh, my God. Is that right, or is that...
Yeah, ocular is for the eyes, not for the colon.
Do you know, and I'm going to tell you a very funny story, and this is going, now it's starting to come together. I guess I'm like a lot of people. After I, answer nature's call, I generally will get up and look back into the bowl because I think it's healthy to see what it is you've done.
Okay, I don't want to get onto this.
I understand. Just let me finish, okay, Phil?
All right, I'd rather not talk about this.
Okay. But I noticed that I can see, since I used the ocular defense formula, which I thought was for regular colon movement, I can see.
What's in the bowl better?
Yes.
So you're regular now, and you can see what it is that you're regular with?
Yes, that is really funny.
Okay, let me get back to what we're talking about. You are a regular, pardon the expression, you were a regular user of Herbalife.
So I just think that it was an outstanding product, and it was particularly outstanding with our children. I didn't want the kids to battle weight the way I saw so many of my own neighbors' kids. I particularly used Herbalife in the children's food. We used a lot of these products, a lot of the Herbalife products, the body contouring herbs, the children's vitamins, what's called Kindermins. We used this in their food, easily absorbed and assimilated, so that the children wouldn't have weight problems. I really, really believed in Herbalife.
Why were you concerned about the kids with weight problems?
Well, number one, Phil, our children were very large. They were large kids when they were born. I have 3 sons. Dylan is our oldest. Seth is our middle child. He's 12, and Justin is 10. They were all 8 pounds and on up. Very, very big babies. I was really afraid that the kids would have a weight problem.
So you immediately began worrying about their weight and using Herbalife?
I didn't start using Herbalife until, I'd say, Dylan was about 4. And that was, I'm getting a little emotional remembering it right now.
Okay, so but the kids were having weight problems, huh?
They were really beginning to get pudgy. I didn't know what to do. Dylan was 4, and Justin was 2. Seth was 2, and Justin was newly born, and they were very heavy. And I remember laying them down for their nap one afternoon and thinking, it's a blessing from God. Just a quick press of the pillow, and they will be napping with God. It's a terrible thing to have to admit, but I knew that I would have been recused from our Western Estates PTO meetings, that we would not have been able to show up to the homeowners cotillion with children that were looking that way. Do you understand what I'm saying, Phil?
No, I don't know what you're saying. What are you talking about? It's a blessing from God, just a quick press of the pillow.
My children were napping one afternoon. They were very overweight. I thought, it's a blessing from our God. If I couldn't control the weight and the appearance of our children, I was naturally disposed, and I thought that, thank God for the blessing of pressing a pillow to your child's face, and the child will then see the face of God.
You were so depressed you were going to kill your kids.
It's a blessing that God grants me the power to put a pillow over my child's face, Phil, when all else was failing me. That's all I'm saying. And
your children were overweight, and you were going to kill them.
That's how depressed I was, yes. But you have to understand, there was a homeowners cotillion. We were going to be members of the PTO. They wouldn't have us. They wouldn't have us in the homeowners association, not with kids that looked like that. We couldn't walk into places with kids that looked like that. Oh, God. So I remember thinking it's a blessing from our Lord and Savior Jesus to just place the pillow over the boy's face, and then they'll be seeing God. And that's when I heard the doorbell, and it was Dolores Johnson. She lived in the Maple phase, and she had brought over a welcome wagon basket of Herbalife products, and I'll never forget it, because she brought me in, and she told me that she could be part of my upline group. And I began to use their products and put it in their food, and the children trimmed down. And it's just...
It sounds to me like I've heard of people using Herbalife, but you were brought into Herbalife in a way that I've never heard before. Your kids were so fat.
Our children were so out of shape that to smother them with a pillow would have been a kindness.
And you were going to do that?
Yes, and I don't feel bad about that now. I know that I would have missed them, but I'm all right with that. I never did it, but I'm all right with it. Do you know what I mean?
No, ma'am, I don't.
In other words, Phil, I never would have killed. Because I found Herbalife, I didn't smother my children with pillows. That's what I'm trying to say. And
because you found Herbalife,
I did not smother my children and put them into what my husband calls the eternal nap.
We're speaking with Bobbie Dooley.
I'm very sorry, Phil.
It's all right. It's okay. I know that you're an Herbalife user. I didn't know that you used it to the point where you had to trim your kids down.
But imagine the pain of having a chubby infant or two youngsters that you can't even bring into a homeowner's cotillion. It's a kindness to press the pillow on their face.
All right, hold the line here, Bobbie. I want to give our number at 1-800-449-8686. Bobbie Dooley, a lifelong Herbalife user. You don't represent the company, do you?
No, I don't. I wish I did. I think they do wonderful.
Okay, I just wanted to get that out of the way. And you started using Herbalife in your kids' food.
In my children's food and in their supplements, yeah. And they trim down, Phil. And the good news is they trim down, they feel good, I feel good, and you can take them places now. You can actually be seen in public with them. I dyed their hair blonde. Listen to this, Phil, you'll love this. I dyed their hair blonde so that they looked like a little miniature version of Hanson. And I said to them, let's go around and go, bop, boo, 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 doo, doo, bop. And so my three boys now go through stores and malls with their beautifully shoe-shined blonde hair, going, bop, ooh, 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 bop. And it's because of Herbalife, Phil, because we've been able to have that kind of joy and have that kind of buoyancy in our lives. And we really, really are going to miss Mark Reynolds Hughes. He was a great, great founder of a great organization.
Okay, Bobbie, and you're married, right?
My husband Steve's here, yeah.
And how old are your boys?
Yeah, Phil, Dylan is 14, Seth is 12, Justin is 10.
And these boys are not battling a weight problem?
No. And I'm very grateful, and that's why I'm very sad to hear about Mr. Hughes, because he really started a great company.
All right. Bobbie is talking about having almost smothered her children and you were going to kill your kids. And I realize you were depressed.
I'm better now, but I was depressed.
But you were contemplating smothering your children with pillows, and then you found Herbalife.
I don't understand.
Nothing. Phil Hendrie Show. Bobbie Dooley is a mother, lives in Western Estates, California. Before she found Herbalife and started feeding the Herbalife weight reduction formulas to her kids, she seriously contemplated smothering her children with pillows and putting them out of their misery, and then she found Herbalife, and we have her on the line. You also use it?
Yes, I do, Phil. I use it.
But you also, not to interrupt, you said that you use the ocular defense formula, which is for the strength of one's eyes, to regulate your bowel movements.
Well, you know, Phil, I'm not sure I know where you're going with this.
Well, ocular is for visual.
My understanding, it was for colon problems, and I used it. And
Did it help?
Yes, it did. And I could also see the colon, this is really embarrassing.
Okay, I'm wondering how much of Herbalife you actually used. Now, you say that your kids...
My children used the Mega Ginseng blend. We loved... my husband, Steve, uses the Ultimate Prostate Formula. There's also the Thermogenics High Protein Low Carb program, as well as what I used, the Advanced St. John's Wort, which is a depression formula. And I'll tell you something, Phil, there but for the grace of God, there but for the grace of Herbalife, go a lot of fat kids. And I thought that it was...
You called it God's blessing that you could just press a pillow to your kid's head or face, and...
It's either you press a pillow, just a little bit of plastic around the face, or yes, they go on to embarrass you. You have to understand who I am. We live in Western Estates. We have 7,000 square feet. My husband has a wildly successful landscaping business. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say.
All right. I'm getting the background here. 1-800-449-8686. Here is Land O'Lakes, Florida. Hi, you're on the Phil Hendrie Show.
Hi, how you doing?
Yes, ma'am.
I just have something to say for your caller, the woman that wanted to smother her children because they're fat. I have 5 children of my own.
I was
one of
very
my
depressed.
biggest pride.
I was very depressed. I admit that.
Well, let me tell you something. You don't sound like what you think you did was that off the wall.
No,
I have 5 beautiful children, and my best pride I had was showing off my chubby infants.
Oh, my God.
I'll tell you something.
Oh,
I
my
want
God.
you to know something. It sounds to me like it didn't have anything to do with the worry for your children. It sounded like you were more worried about your country club and your status symbol. Well, I've got news for you, lady. People come in all sizes, shapes, and colors. And to me, The problem lies within you and yourself. Why don't you get your kids and walk them out around a track? Are you too embarrassed? What's next? What's
next?
My
God! You say you have overweight children, and yet
I never said I had overweight children. You know why? Because I spend time with my kids. I spend time with them riding bikes, swimming.
The lady said, "Why don't you get some exercise for the kids?"
It doesn't matter what dollar amount my husband or my children will ever have. They'll know that I love them, and the last thing in the world, I'd put a pillow over my own face before I'd ever think about putting it over there.
You know something? I don't know what you're talking about when you say that. Why don't I take them on a, what did you say, Phil?
On a track. Work the kids out, okay?
Give them some exercise.
They're 5 years old. They were 5 years old.
So what are you worried about, lady? Their metabolism's all over the place at 5 years old. Maybe have you talked to a pediatrician about this? Have you got any kind of, information from a doctor?
We got Herbalife.
You talked to your physician about this? You did talk to your physician about
the doctor told me when they were born, when Dylan was born, the doctor said that they were 8 pounds, and I said, oh, my God. What does that mean?
8 pounds is beautiful.
That is, if you want to have
proud that you had an 8-pound baby. That means that you were taking care of yourself when you were pregnant.
I was 8 pounds and, 10 ounces when I was born, something like that.
How much do you weigh now, Phil?
Okay, I weigh 250 pounds.
Oh, my God. And, see, this is what I'm talking about.
Lady, what is it with you and weight? What is it with you and weight?
You have to understand where we were at the time. If I can finish what I'm saying, Mr. Hendrie, if I can finish.
Do you realize in some countries in this world that it is a status symbol to be grossly overweight? Do you realize that?
You know something? We live in America. We live in America.
Your biggest concern should be not how they look, but whether they're healthy or not.
Oh, my God. And your children walk around fat.
No,
Did I ever say my children were fat?
You said that you had chubby children. I don't know what you were saying.
I said I had chubby infants. And you know what? I could care less whether my children were chubby or not. I could care less.
Well, you know something? If you want your children laughed at.
As long as my children
you want to be
healthy,
laughed at, where do you shop?
As long as my children are healthy, then I could care less.
Where do you shop? What supermarket?
Excuse me?
What supermarket do you shop at?
It's a chain in Florida.
We have something out here called Gelson's. It's very exclusive.
Oh, you know what? I don't want to hear about your exclusive crap, lady.
You want me to bring my children into Gelson's?
I don't want to hear about your exclusive country club crap because that's all you're concerned about.
I know people.
You're concerned about what it looks like, not what it is inside.
Wait a minute. So you're hauling fat kids around Gelson's. So what's going to happen?
Oh, my God. So neither one of you understand.
Excuse me, would you quit using that word in vain, please?
I think it's really, really sad that you don't understand about how a fat child can make you and your husband, right when you're moving into some very important times in your life.
Let me tell you something. You know what I'm going to do after I get off this phone? I'm going to call the police department in your city and let them know that you have tendencies of you're a homicidal maniac.
Oh my God! So aren't you nosy?
Correct. You cross over.
You said you were going to smother your kids.
You were going to smother your children.
And you're going to let them grow up fat. Is that right? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm going to call the police and let them know that they need to be observing you and your behavior.
It's a gift from God to be able to press the pillow to the child.
Lady, you
a gift from God. You're out of your mind. Thank you, ma'am, for your call. Here is Downingtown. Do we have time for a call? Downingtown on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello.
Well, I'm so glad that someone's going to beat me to the police department.
I beg your pardon. That is extremely nosy, and it's none of your business.
Well,
my children are not mistreated.
Yeah, but you said that at the age of 5, you call it one of God's kindnesses to press a pillow to the child's face.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Ma'am, listen, I would more allow my child to grow up morbidly obese than smother the child. And you talk about the fact that your children were 8 pounds. I have 2 children. One was 10'3" at birth.
Oh, my God.
9'8" at birth.
And you let it live.
And he's 4 years. I think you must be.
You know something?
Still.
No,
I think this must be a phony.
Let me ask the lady a question here. Are you talking about the woman supposed to kill her kid?
I want to know the answer to my question that no one, when a child is born morbidly obese, there are women who have their rights taken away from them every day. Pro-abortion people don't want them, or the pro-life people don't want them. What are you supposed to do with a child that is unhealthy?
First of all, my child was not born morbidly obese. He was a large child who was born 2 weeks past
10 pounds.
All right, hold on. Phil Hendrie Show, 1-800-449-8686. Bobbie Dooley, who is a Herbalife customer, and we were talking about Mark Reynolds Hughes, who passed on at the age of 44 over the weekend. He was the founder of Herbalife, and so many of us remember seeing Herbalife bumper stickers. There's the big Herbalife building off the 405 freeway here in Los Angeles. There is all of these products that you're talking about, Bobbie, the Herbal Aloe Body Wash, the Sunless Tanning Lotion, just all kinds of things, right? Now, your boys lost their weight from Herbalife.
You know, Phil, it was really wonderful to see the boys respond favorably to the Herbalife weight products. And I was thinking the other day, I told you we got their hair dyed blonde, so they look like a miniature Hanson group. And I was thinking it's not a very long step, Phil, from almost being smothered to death to looking like Hanson. And I always think of that. I reflect on that. And
so the kids, you dyed their hair blonde, what is it?
It was something they wanted to do. And the whole, bop, do-do-do-do-do-do, bop.
They look like Hanson.
Yeah, my husband Steve says that they do look a little bit like Hanson.
Do they have any musical ability?
Steve, do they have musical ability? Not really, no.
What are the kids good at?
They're doing things like PlayStation.
We're good in PlayStation.
And
well, what looks as if what is their aptitude? I mean, where are their interests? Are they artistic? Are they good at math?
You know, they're just healthy, Phil. That's all we care about.
Well, I mean, are they good at anything?
Are they good at anything? I think they're athletic. But no, they look like Hanson, and they go, bop, do-do-do-do-do-do-do, bop. To me, that's a blessing. And like I said, Phil, it's a very, very short step from being Hanson to being asphyxiated by your own mother. I'm just, oh, thank you, God. I really want to thank God for that.
All right, 1-800-449-8686, Holland on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello.
This is so amazing. First of all, this has nothing to do with Herbalife.
Wait a minute, your phone is really bad. Your phone's bad. Your phone's bad. Your phone's bad. All right, put him on hold. What is up with that phone? Are you there, ma'am?
Yes.
Your phone's horrible.
Oh, that's a shame.
Are you on a car
I'm calling
phone?
all the way from Pennsylvania on a cell phone, so.
Yeah, it's really muffled. I'm going to put you on hold and come back to you, so don't hang up, all right? Here is Echo Park on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Yes, ma'am, hi.
My name is Angela, and I'm just I'm so completely horrified by this woman who instead of being interested, I mean, Bobbie, darling, you need mental health.
Why?
Care,
because I love my children. Because I love my children.
Instead of trying to make your children into a miniature has-been group, you don't even know what it is that they're good at. You're worried about them embarrassing you in Gelson's, of all the places. Ma'am, the most important thing for you to be doing for them...
I don't understand.
Listen to this lady. She's making some good points. Go ahead, ma'am.
The most important thing for you to be doing for them is to not be sitting them in front of a PlayStation, encouraging them to read, encouraging them to write, encouraging whatever athletic abilities they have. If they had a weight problem, get them in a pool.
Well, they don't have the weight problem anymore, thanks to Herbalife.
Get them playing baseball, soccer, swimming, some kind of athletic activity to raise their metabolism so that they can lose weight naturally. Encourage them to be the best, most productive citizens that they can be, instead of
my boys to be in business,
candidates.
I don't want them to be athletes
children
like
through college.
Inner city children.
What?
You heard me.
No, I didn't.
What did you say? I heard something about inner city children.
I didn't do anything. What?
You said something about inner city children. What was it?
I don't know what you're talking about. All I'm saying is...
She is ashamed to repeat it, Phil.
Black people.
What?
She is ashamed to repeat it.
No, I didn't say...
I'm saying that
I heard inner city children and black people. Now, what did you say?
I was simply saying that when I looked down at Seth when he was born, and he looked like a little ball, he was a fat little ball of flesh, and it took every ounce of strength in me not to push a hand towel into his mouth.
What?
Are you kidding me? Are you serious?
Are you serious? You need to be locked away from your children. My God, how could you say something like that?
I love my children. How dare you? And
well, wait a minute.
How dare you say that?
Wait a second. You're the one that said you wanted to put a hand towel in his mouth.
He was a little ball of flesh. He was a little ball.
He's a baby.
He was a ball of
that
fat.
Flesh.
He was a ball of fat.
If in fact you claim to be a Christian, don't you believe that if God meant for him to be born some kind of a skinny worm-looking thing, he would have looked like that?
You know something? I was in such
Babies
pain.
are born like that. God gives them a reserve of fat for a reason.
What is your name? What's your name?
My name is Angela.
Angela, I'm Bobbie. I was in such pain when I looked down at Seth.
Bobbie, honey.
I wanted to pinch his nose off and shove a towel down his throat.
Just like I said before, Bobbie, you need mental health care.
Why? I'm so happy now.
psychiatrist.
I wanted to put a clothespin on his nose. I really did.
You need to put a clothespin on your own nose.
Oh, that's nice. What would that do?
What'd she say?
She said I should put a clothespin on my own nose.
Who used to talk that way to my wife?
Wait a minute. Is that your husband?
It's my husband.
You can't talk my wife that way.
I most certainly can, and I just did.
Let's put a clothespin on your own nose. What's better? What?
Because I'm not threatening to kill my 3 children by putting a pillow over their faces because they were chubby.
I only put clothespins on. I was only thinking, whatever. You know, the only time I ever put clothespins on anything were on my husband's nipples, and that's seriously, you know. And to think about doing that to your own child, you worry about yourself. Yes, you do. You're right, Angela. Now she's laughing at me.
Okay, Angela, thank you for your call and for your attempts here. Here is Holland on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello? Holland, are you back there?
Yes.
Go ahead, dear.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're better now. You were in a tunnel there or something.
Great. Now, I am not calling to have a dialogue, okay, with her. She's way past that.
Are you talking?
Think you should
talking
use your
to me?
resource. I don't want to talk to you. You're a loon.
I'm not a loon.
You're a very narcissistic, insecure person.
I believe in Herbalife. I believe in Herbalife.
That's fine. You can believe in anything.
Well,
but you need help.
The Dino Kid shampoo and detangler is something that we fed our children.
Bill.
I'm right here, but what do we got going? Yes, go ahead.
You should use your resources to trace this woman down.
Well, we are doing that. We
and have social services give her a psychiatric evaluation and evaluate whether these children should be with her or not.
Psychiatric evaluation? Oh, I see.
Wait, I'm not talking to you, ma'am.
You would like to have...
Okay, Bill? She has mentioned at least 4 or 5 different ways of killing these children. I think it's definitely detrimental to have a child in the house with her.
Well, you're wrong, as usual.
Well, I don't have to be wrong. You just have to be evaluated.
You know something? If loving my children is wrong, I don't want to be right.
You love your children?
I love them to death. I love them so much.
You know something? You don't know what love is.
I love them so much.
And it's the one thing that your husband is standing there supporting you in this conversation.
Oh, you shouldn't talk to her like that.
No, honey, I'll take care of it.
It's amazing.
I'll take care of it. She's easy. She's from Pennsylvania. I'll tell you something. I love my children so much, I would gladly duct tape their mouths and their noses shut.
Another way to kill them. Why don't you just kill
something?
yourself and your kids with me?
You would let children grow up in this horrible place. But I will only let my children live if, yes, they're presentable at the cotillion. Is there something wrong with that?
That's very important.
Well, you just don't get it.
That's
all right.
I get it. Right.
Yeah, you would love... Thank you for your call, ma'am. You would love to have those kids... you'd rather have those kids with duct tape over their noses rather than be too fat for the cotillion.
If loving my children is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Beautiful. Corona on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello. Corona, hello.
Oh, hello.
Yes.
I've been selling Herbalife for 4 years.
Oh, good for you.
I don't want to talk to you because I don't believe in what you're saying. I think people,
but I love Herbalife.
People love their children for what they are, whether they're fat, skinny, tall, short.
We use the Kindermans.
And
they're easily absorbed and assimilated.
I don't want to talk to her. I want to talk to Phil.
Jesus. Go ahead.
I believe that people should love their children for what they are, not for if they're fat or skinny. I think the whole concept is wrong.
I love my children very
Herbalife
much.
A really bad name, if she's for real.
I love my children very much.
I feel like I'm on the Jerry Springer show or something.
Do you not have children's vitamins in Herbalife?
Oh, yes.
Okay, then why is it wrong to give children Herbalife?
It's not.
Well, then why did you say that?
Yes, you did.
I don't think you sell for Herbalife.
You're contradicting yourself.
I don't think you sell for Herbalife.
Pardon me?
I don't think you sell for Herbalife.
Okay.
Okay? And I love my children enough to take them out of this horrible world and let them go and sit on God's knee. And let them sit on God's knee and drink the chocolate milk of heaven.
And you should go on the Jerry Springer show.
And you should start selling Herbalife.
Oh, I
real.
do. I
get out
believe in
and
Herbalife.
Make some sales instead of hanging on a phone all day.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Go.
All right, Bobbie, congratulations on pissing off like 90% of the people who called in here. I have to tell you something. There are a few people that want your call traced. They want you put away in a nut house. They want you in a nut bin. You know what I mean? A laughing academy. So, and the kids need to be taken out of that house if you contemplated putting a clothespin on their nose and shoving a towel down their throat. And I hate you very much. I hate your guts. I hate you. I hate you. I want to kill you. I want to kill you and cook you over my new gas barbecue. Yeah, I won't say it.
You want to rape me?
Phil Hendrie Show, 1-800...
Isn't that it?
No, it isn't. 1-800-449-8686.
This is the Phil Hendrie Show, 1-800-449-8686.
An organization called Mothers Against Peer Pressure, formed by a Southern California housewife, has started up Mothers Against Peer Pressure, and it is an organization that claims to address one of the bigger dangers facing our kids, and that is the pressure from peers to do things that might be destructive or dangerous. Bobbie and Steve Dooley join us from their home in Western States, California, and thank you for joining us this evening, Bobbie.
Thank you, Phil.
Can you tell us what your inspiration was for Mothers Against Peer Pressure?
Yes. First of all, Phil, I'd like to say that our organization was inspired by Mothers Against Drunk Driving and Students Against Drunk Driving. We know how organizations like Mothers Against Drunk Driving and Students Against Drunk Driving, we know how they feel. That's why we formed Mothers Against Peer Pressure. We don't want our children victimized as well. And we recently, my husband and I, were faced with that very thing. Our son was victimized by another child. He was forced into speeding. He had been ticketed. I'm still suffering from the shock of it. I never thought that we would be victimized this way.
Well, tell us what happened and how this case led to the forming of Mothers Against Peer Pressure.
My son, his name is Dylan. He's 16, and pardon me if I get emotional because he's my firstborn. My Dylan was following this friend of his, and I'm going to mention a boy's name, and I really don't care what the parents think. The boy's name is Greg Russell, and this Greg Russell kid was in a car ahead of Dylan. They were going up Western Estates Boulevard. And then this Greg kept going faster and faster, and my Dylan obviously is trying to keep up because of the peer pressure. So as Greg is going faster and faster, my Dylan is in his car, which is a Dodge Durango. Greg was driving, I think Greg was driving his father's Lexus, I forget. So he's going faster to keep up. The LA sheriff told us that Greg had reached speeds of over 80 miles an hour.
Well, now, your son did as well, right?
Well, yes, he did, but he was only following this Russell kid. This wasn't done out of my son's own volition. He was forced to keep up, apparently, with this Russell kid because he's a real hot rodder. Okay, so...
Well, all right, so this Russell kid is going 80, and your son is trying to keep up with him, and he's doing 80.
Because of the peer pressure.
Okay.
So now this Russell kid makes a quick turn onto Bougainvillea, and my Dylan didn't have a chance. The police say that they have on video Dylan's Durango apparently became airborne, went over a park fence.
Good God.
Hit a picnic table. It gets better. Where, according to the police, there was a field trip picnic going on. And are you familiar with these children that are specially disadvantaged and retarded?
Yeah, well, they have field trips for them, yeah.
Well, apparently it hit a picnic table. I said to the officer, are you telling me that this school for disadvantaged would be so stupid as to have their picnic that close to the roadway?
Well, you said there was a fence separating the park from the road.
It doesn't matter. You saw what happened to my Dylan trying to keep up with this Russell kid who is the culprit here. Listen to me, you parents out there. You parents of kids. Oh, my God.
My wife's upset, Mr. Hendrie.
I can understand that.
You parents of kids that force other kids to do wrong, you will not corrupt our children. My Dylan's Durango apparently landed on a picnic table where disadvantaged children were eating because one of your kids, under peer pressure, made him do something he knew he shouldn't do.
Let me ask you, how are these kids? Your son's Durango leapt a fence, came down on a picnic table where disadvantaged kids were having a field trip?
Yes.
How are these children?
Oh, they're fine. In fact, if there was any good that came out of this, Dylan was telling me that actually was kind of funny to see the kids scatter. The car was coming. The kids didn't have a chance, and they saw potato salad. One of the kids wound up laying in some Jell-O. So it was a little, it was a little humorous considering what could have happened. So really what we're saying, mothers against peer pressure, we stand with Mothers Against Drunk Driving and Students Against Drunk Drivers in wanting to protect our children. Because my son was forced to do something that could have...
Well, it could have killed him. Can I say something?
Yes. There's a wheelchair. One of the disadvantaged children's wheelchair is shoved up the oil pan.
Your boy is still alive. He didn't die. Your kid's in the same category as a drunk driver. He is...
No, Phil, let me explain to you.
He is the instigator. He's not the victim.
Let me explain. It was the Russell boy who was the instigator. It was...
Hold on. I want to give our phone number out, Ms. Dooley.
But you're being very unfair, and you're very, very ignorant, and you don't have the information. Mothers Against Peer Pressure is aligned with Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
Hold on. Our number is 1-800-449-8686. 1-800-449-8686. If you'll listen to me...
No, but you got to read the brochure that we have.
If you'll listen to me, Mothers Against Drunk Driving protects kids who are hit by drunk drivers. Your boy was going fast, you say, because he was a victim of peer pressure.
Absolutely. And let me tell you, he exerted the peer pressure, this Russell boy. He is the one we in Mothers Against Peer Pressure are against, the Russell boy. Ask the mothers out there, ask them, and they will agree with me. How dare you say that my boy Dylan... I am shaking. I am so angry to say that he is the instigator. He was the victim of another boy exerting peer pressure to the point where my boy went over 80 miles an hour through no fault of his own, leapt a curb, leapt a fence. The car was airborne, came down full on a picnic table, could have killed these cripples, as well as did serious damage to the car because, as I said, one of the children's wheelchairs was lodged in the drivetrain. Dylan got out of the car,
and do I have you right when you say that it was one of the more humorous things that to see the kids scatter?
What are you driving at?
Well, I would think that it would be frightening to see if I was sitting in an airborne Durango as it sailed down on poor crippled kids scattering.
He said it was humorous, and my God, we should have some kind of comic relief from a boy who is a known hot rodder leading my child into a high-speed chase on a city street where my boy...
Ms. Dooley, I want to say something.
No, I
want to say that I feel your pain. I know you're a mother. I am not trying in any way, shape, or form to discount the real fear that you feel.
Yes.
But...
Oh, but you don't understand...
No, but your son was racing in his car, and...
No, Mr. Hendrie, you got to understand something. Peer pressure...
Yes, Mr. Dooley.
Peer pressure is exerted on kids, and they don't know what...
Peer pressure, Phil, is exerted on our children. It is crippling them. It is causing them to do things. My boy is not at fault. The Russell boy is. He's out there racing up the road. My boy is chasing because he's a victim of peer pressure. You have to understand this. I'm a mother. You're not. You have to understand what peer pressure is. Peer pressure can kill your child as quickly as a drunk driver. So that's why Mothers Against Drunk Drivers, and the mothers out there know what I'm talking about. The mothers out there know. They know that peer pressure can kill their children. And so we love Mothers Against Drunk Drivers because they're just like us.
They're just like you.
Yes.
1-800-449-8686, 1-800-449-8686. And your boy's Durango was airborne and came down on top of a table being eaten at by...
these crippled children.
By disadvantaged children. Here is Cheryl on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Yes, I am a mother. And I have a 17-year-old. What your child did at 16 was his own fault.
No, let me
not the child who was driving in front of him. He has a conscience. He is accountable. No one pushed his foot to that floor on the accelerator.
Let me explain.
You obviously were taught him. He obviously was taught right from wrong somewhere.
Yes, he was.
Made a conscious decision.
Do you see what we're saying here, Bobbie?
No, let me explain something to both of you, what peer pressure is.
I know what peer pressure is.
My boy is a good boy. He's never done anything wrong. He has his own Dodge Durango. He was in trouble with the police once. And you want to know what happened, Cheryl? It was a trumped-up date rape charge. They never proved a thing. He has been victimized time and again by sluts and now by this juvenile delinquent friend of his.
So do you not believe your son has the ability to make good decisions?
Absolutely, and he did make a good decision.
He made a good decision by getting behind that young man and driving at those rates of speed.
But he didn't want to.
He most certainly did.
He was
not forced. He made a child, and that was a poor decision that he needs to be held accountable for. I am fed up with parents making excuses for their children. They have to learn.
Amen.
They have to.
Amen.
This world has problems it has because we refuse to accept responsibility for our own actions.
Cheryl, I'd like to send you a brochure for Mothers Against Peer Pressure, and it might help you understand.
I am not interested in your group. You want to blame somebody other than yourself or your child.
But our kids are good kids.
My kid's a good kid, too, but he makes bad choices at times. I was a good kid and made bad choices. But I'm now 40 years old, and I have hopefully learned from those bad
But you have to understand there's a lot of sluts out there, and I'm not trying to say anything about anyone's child. There are sluts.
There most certainly are, lady.
Juvenile delinquents, and they lead my boy astray.
And your child made a poor choice.
Cheryl,
it's not their fault. It is his choice.
The reason why I wanted to send you a brochure is it possible your children are instigators and you don't know? Because
I'm sure my son is.
You need to know the difference between the instigator and the victim.
But right now, lady, listen to this.
Okay.
My son made poor choices. My son is now signing up for boot camp to the United States Navy because he realized he was the only person accountable and responsible.
And did he kill any children with his peer pressure, or is he fortunately...
Lady, my son was in juvenile detention because he made bad choices. Nobody forced him to do what he did.
Well, I'm glad you got him off the street.
He made the choice.
Yeah, but this lady is saying her son's taking responsibility. Why doesn't yours?
Because, you see, Phil, her son was an instigator. My son's a victim. And there's a very big difference. And in our brochure, Cheryl, I don't want to judge you, but you sound like you were not a very strong mother.
I am a very strong mother. Why do you think my son is now going into the United States Navy?
Right. Well, maybe you need some help for not being home enough. Or
I was home enough.
Okay. Look, Cheryl,
I think you've made... You don't know anything about me, lady.
Well, you sound not too strong.
Okay. Look,
It's the sluts, Cheryl. It's the sluts and the juvenile delinquents.
No, it's not, lady.
It's the sluts.
It's accountability.
No.
All right, Cheryl, good point. Thank you. 1-800-449-8686. Bobbie Dooley, founder of Mothers Against Peer Pressure. Her son, she says, was forced into speeding at 80 miles an hour. His car became airborne. He could have killed a group of kids in a park. And is it her son's fault? No, it's the fault of this other boy who led her son on this wild chase. And so she formed Mothers Against Peer Pressure so that her kid won't be victimized again by what she calls sluts and juvenile delinquents who lead him astray. 1-800-449-8686 is the number here. And she, by the way, says that her organization is just like Mothers Against Drunk Drivers, protecting our kids. 1-800-449-8686, Phil Hendrie Show.
When severe weather hits, stay ahead of the storm with live, in-depth team coverage on News Radio 640.
The Phil Hendrie Show is back. 1-800-449-8686.
Let me go to a quick phone call here with Bobbie Dooley, founder of Mothers Against Peer Pressure. It's the peer pressure that forces kids into doing things that they shouldn't do. Melanie, hi, you're on the Phil Hendrie Show.
Yes, Bonnie. I would just like to make a quick comment. I am 22 years old. I was in high school. I dealt with peer pressure, and I never fell into it. Your son could stand up to this peer pressure. If you do not blame him or you do not hold him responsible, we're just going to make him a better person in the end.
I'm sorry?
I went to all the parties, all my friends drank, all my friends smoked. I never did it. I had a good time with him. I never did it. I never got in trouble with the law. But you are not holding your son responsible. Makes me sick.
I'm sorry. You must have me mistaken for some slut who lets her daughter run around with everything hanging out and forces my boy into making a decision. Do I go ahead and go for it, or do I not?
Do you understand that your son is not going to become a better person by you not holding him accountable for anything he does?
Of course I hold. You know, when he was young, we had washed and waxed the floor, and he came in and he spread Comet all over a brand new wash and waxed kitchen floor, and I tanned his rear end. So yes, we hold him accountable. But he just hasn't done anything wrong since then. You see?
No, I don't understand at all.
Okay, what I'm saying is, the last time he did anything wrong, he was 3. Now he's 17, and he still hasn't done anything wrong.
Wait a minute.
How has he not done anything wrong?
Because he's a good boy.
Kids.
He's a good boy.
Every mother thinks their children are the perfect children.
What is this date rape?
My son was enticed by this slut at a high school dance. She forced him into thinking the phrase that I guess every boy thinks one time or another, should I give it to this bitch or not? You know what I'm saying?
So your son, because he has hormones and he wanted to do something with this girl, makes her a slut? I don't understand that either.
Of course.
Because if your son, what if it was someone else? What if it was
I don't know. What
someone
if
you didn't know,
you know what,
and
Melanie,
you
if my,
a date rape?
Well, Melanie, there's an old saying, if my uncle had wheels and pedals, he'd be a bicycle. So we can't really engage in ifs. We only know what is. And I have a good boy, and the fact that his Durango came down on top of a table full of disadvantaged children isn't his fault.
No, it's the fault of Greg Russell, hot rodder and juvenile delinquent.
And what do you think this mother thinks of her daughter? She doesn't think her daughter's a slut.
Well, he went ahead and gave it to her, and then they say it's date rape? What's that mean?
He went ahead and gave it to her.
A joke.
A joke?
You're a total joke.
I'm a joke.
You are a total joke.
How do you figure that?
Because you don't hold your son responsible for anything.
I said...
I know many kids that never drink, never smoke. They have nice cars. They don't drive them fast just because their friend is driving fast. They make their own decisions.
Well, I don't know what world you live in.
He knows right from wrong, correct?
He gave it to this bitch, 14 and a half.
Will you watch your language?
Different ways.
All right, thank you. Here's Lauren on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, first off, could we turn her down because this me trying to talk is
I am simply
out of line.
I'm listening to what people are saying.
Yeah, well, chill with it.
Well,
listen.
you know something, you can't tell me what to do.
Well, first off, for how long
all right,
have people been
turn her down.
How long have people been daring other people to do to do stuff? You know, I mean, ever since I've been in school, I've been
Who's that?
This and that. You know, it's the responsibility of the person to say, no, I ain't doing it. You know?
I don't get it.
You don't get it?
No.
Well, Captain Peer Pressure, Russell over there, whatever.
Greg Russell.
Yeah, there's your kid.
He's a piece of garbage.
Oh, whatever. Anyway.
No, really.
Your kid is behind the wheel.
Yeah.
And somebody goes, ooh, dude, go fast.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And it's the responsibility of your kid to say, you know what? No, I'm not.
Oh,
not
sure,
doing
and be laughed at school and be called gay and everything else. No,
Hey.
no.
So,
Better
in other
than
words,
he'd be laughed at school and be alive. What if your boy was dead today?
Well, he's not going to be dead, Phil. He's a very good driver.
Very good driver?
Yeah.
His Durango's airborne, and it came down on top of a picnic table.
Look, young man, this wasn't a game of truth or dare. This was peer pressure.
Oh, I see.
Lauren,
So,
hold on.
Columbine.
Lauren, hold on for a minute.
Columbine was peer pressure.
Yeah, right. Hold on for a minute. 1-800-449-8686. We're talking to Bobbie Dooley, founder of Mothers Against Peer Pressure. Her son went 81 miles an hour and almost killed 5 people, but it wasn't his fault. It was peer pressure. 1-800-449-8686, Phil Hendrie Show.
Clear Channel Worldwide.
One 1-800-449-8686. The Phil Hendrie Show is back.
All right, let's go to Denise. Hi, you're on the Phil Hendrie Show with Bobbie Dooley and Steve Dooley of Mothers Against Peer Pressure.
I'm here.
Denise, go right ahead.
I'd like to, Mrs. Dooley, I would like to address you from one mother to another, how upset and sad I am that you are allowing your son to use this cop-out to not be a responsible person. Columbine was not peer pressure. Those children, yes, those children were teased and those children were ridiculed, but their parents should have had the strength to raise those children in a home where they had self-confidence and they could say no and not worry about whether somebody was going to call them a name or make fun of them.
The Columbine boys were fine.
I am telling you this. Your son is responsible for what he did.
Wait a minute.
Nobody else, because
Denise?
he has a mind of his own.
No.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me the Columbine kids were normal kids, but someone called them pizza face and they snapped?
Yes. I don't understand.
Please.
Oh.
You know what? I got made fun of growing up, and I didn't go into my school and shoot people.
My boy is a good boy, but
You know what? I am not saying your boy isn't a good boy, but he had a lapse in judgment.
And you know what they did?
And you should have been a good enough parent and a
They
strong
impounded
enough
the
parent
car.
to teach him to know that he can say no and not have to worry about what somebody else
I've
thinks.
told
Because
him
it
to stay
doesn't
away.
matter what
I've told
somebody
him-
else thinks.
I told him to stay away from this Russell boy.
What,
He's
he
not
did?
allowed to go near him.
You should have done a better
And,
job.
Well, we sat down and we talked.
Bottom line is, your son is responsible for his actions, no one else. He was behind the wheel.
How do you
He's
figure
the one that
that?
stuck the keys in the ignition
How do
and
you
turned
figure-
it on,
how do you
and
figure-
he's the one that drove. Don't tell me, honey.
How do you figure that he's responsible, honey?
Why are you calling her
He's
honey?
driving the vehicle. How do you figure he's not, honey?
Wait a second. Oh, so now you're going to call me honey?
Well, if you want to call me honey, I'm going to call you honey.
Oh, you know something? You're really pissing me off. And number
Well,
one,
you know what?
are you
I'm
a mother?
sure you really
are you a
upset the
mother?
people whose children were sitting at that picnic table,
That
too.
counselor who put those retarded kids on a highway to have their cookie snack.
Whoa, you are rude. Calling these children a name like that, they have no control over what is the matter
didn't
with
say
them.
that they did.
That
I'm
is
just
something, well, you don't call them a derogatory name like
you
that.
don't
The line is, your
don't-
son was behind the wheel, your son stuck the key in the
Well, how's
ignition.
that his fault?
Your son is responsible for his actions.
How's that
Are
his
you
fault?
telling me that somebody stuck their foot on his foot and pushed the gas down, that makes it not his fault?
Yes, Greg Russell exerted peer pressure. And these retards
Was
that were
his exertion of peer pressure his foot on your son's foot?
Yes. Now, the retards that were in the
foot
car.
over on your son's foot.
Yes.
Is that what you're telling me? That he stuck his foot across the center console and put his foot on your son's foot?
Spiritually and psychologically, yes.
Oh, please.
Look,
What are you brainwashed
you
by?
don't park a group of retards near a road and expect them not to be nailed by a flying Dodge Durango.
Well, what the hell was the Durango doing flying? Think about it.
Because Greg Russell forced him to go airborne.
How ignorant do you have to be to not realize that your son is responsible
Don't you
for this?
understand that your son was the one who, just as the lady said...
Phil, I won't be yelled at. I've been through
Nobody's
enough.
yelling at you. We're trying to knock some sense into your head.
And the police impounded the car, which is absolutely outrageous. Now he has to
It
take
was
a bus.
involving a crime, woman. What do you think that we're going to do?
Give it back to my boy. It wasn't his fault. Let the Russell boys' car be impounded, and my boy gets
so
to
let me
drive
ask
to his
you something.
job. My boy
when
got a
his
job.
friends say, hey, dude, this will be fun, let's go in and rob the store.
Yeah.
And while you're at it, shoot the guy in the head. Is that going to be not his fault, too? Because, they told him to do
It
it?
depends on the circumstance.
Oh,
if
no,
you
it
call
does
a
not
kid,
depend.
If you call a kid pizza face,
Are lacking in parental experience
And knowledge, you could not raise your child to have enough self-esteem to say no.
No, that's exactly right. And what do you mean it was funny watching those poor retarded children scatter?
My son said it was humorous as the car was coming down to see the kids trying to get away. They were in wheelchairs or something. I don't know.
You know what? If that's not guilt, I don't know what it is.
What's guilt?
Guilt.
He said it was funny. Thank God the children. Thank God they weren't hurt. They were just scampering away on artificial legs or whatever.
Well, what if one of them would have fallen down? You're a sick woman.
How do you figure that?
You need to be committed.
One of them's missing, by the way. They don't know. That's why they impounded the car, because they think the child has somehow been wedged under the car. I don't know.
Well, my God, that's hilarious.
I mean, don't you think so?
No, she's being facetious.
What? You don't? Oh, you were joking.
I don't.
You don't think that's funny?
I'm talking about small children's lives, small children who depend on somebody else to take care of them. They have them out for an outing where they were supposed to have fun and be safe.
Okay.
And your son, because he is an idiot and can't say no, sticks his foot on the gas and airbornes his car and lands on their table, and you're trying to blame it on somebody else?
All right, then let me ask you this.
If you do not make your son take responsibility for his actions, he will never take responsibility for his actions, and he will continue to be a complete menace to society.
Let me ask you this. Who's going to pay for the crutches that were taken out of the wheel well? Yeah, you don't have an answer for that, do you?
You should.
I should? I wasn't the retard that was...
Will you not use that word anymore?
I'm calling you a retard because you're not using much common sense.
Your kid was the one that landed on the table. The crutches got jammed up into his wheel well. You pay for it.
Oh, my
Amen.
God. You've both gone insane.
No,
You've both gone insane.
You just haven't realized it yet.
And get a new phone. You're going like... That's what it sounds like. It sounds ridiculous.
All right, look, thank you very much.
See, now you're laughing. Now you see how funny it is.
You're funny.
All right, look, Denise, thank you. Marge, go ahead. You're on the Phil Hendrie Show. Margie.
Oh, here I am.
Go ahead, dear.
Well, first, I thought that this had to be made up.
Margie, are you on a handheld phone of some kind?
I'm actually on what I call my car phone, which is a phone in a parking lot.
Okay, dear, you're a little scratchy, but go ahead. We'll just jack you up. Go ahead.
All right.
Jack her up?
I mean, we're going to turn her up.
Thank you.
Jesus.
I thought that this had to be made up because I have never heard anyone so ignorant, obnoxious, and ridiculous. And further, it's a good thing that she wasn't at my high school when I was 16 getting called fatso because, gosh, maybe if I'd had a gun, I could have shot her. But
no, I'm talking about boys that are called pizza face.
Excuse me. I think it's very clear that you don't know how to listen because through every...
Well, can I ask you something? Are you still fatso?
Excuse me.
Are you still
Excuse me.
Are you still a fatso?
Excuse me. You don't know how to listen. You have aha'd your way through every single comment that every single person has made. You've not heard a thing that anyone said.
Are you?
And I'm certain that that's exactly how your son is cruising through life.
So, in other words, you don't want to admit about your weight.
I refuse to talk while you're talking. If you want to jam for 5 minutes, go ahead.
I need for one of you guys to be quiet, and I would like Bobbie to do that so Margie can talk.
Well,
I just asked her if she's still large.
I'm not even going to go there because that's not what this call is about. Phil's got limited time, and I'm going to use it to say these following things. One, I think that it's so amazing, and this further makes me think that this is made up, that someone can sit in wherever you are and bandy about words such as slut and bitch and crippled and retards, and then consider that that's comic relief. I think that's pretty amazing. Now, what you're suggesting...
My son thought it was funny when he saw the Crips running away.
Now, there it is. There's Crips.
I think...
You know, Marge, you said you were called fatso as a kid.
Yes.
Did they call you Marge the Barge?
Oh, of course.
There you go. See? And it's funny.
It's not.
And it feels good.
Now, the person is suggesting is
yes.
In Michigan, please stop talking while I'm talking.
You're just pissed because you have to buy 2 airline tickets.
Okay.
Anyway,
obviously...
can I finish this?
Do you own a gun?
Okay, you know what, Marge?
Michigan.
You own a gun, she's almost done. Look, both of your phones have kind of crapped out, so we need to, and she was going to start in about talking about the Michigan Wolverines or so. I don't know. All right, 1-800-449, thank you very much, Ms. Dooley. Good luck with Mothers Against Peer Pressure. Pizza face. 1-800-449-8686, Phil Hendrie Show.
When severe weather hits, stay ahead of the storm with...
Yes, we do have CC&Rs. We have rules and we have regulations.
And who is this guy that tried to put a nickel in the kid's ear?
Some friend of mine. He's a friend of Steve's. He's a practical joker.
Why?
Why what?
Why did he put a nickel in the kid's ear?
Because the kid's got a lazy eye that rolls around.
So what are you telling me? The kid looks like a slot machine? You know, are you adults? Do you care about children?
Yes, we do, Phil, and that's why we felt that Dave and Carol should not publicize the birth of this child in violation of our CC&Rs by telling everyone, hello, we've had a baby girl, she looks like Yoda, she has an eye that rattles around like a slot machine. We don't think it's healthy. And we just don't. When I say that, he's supposed to do the...
Yeah, you're supposed to hit the music. Okay.
I'm Bobbie Dooley, along with Steve Dooley, and this is Southern California Living.
Okay, this is Bobbie and Steve Dooley. 1-800-449-8686 is... I don't need the music to punctuate my thoughts. Thank you. 1-800-449-8686. All right, Bobbie and Steve Dooley are from Western States Homeowners Association. A baby girl was born to the couple across the street. They don't believe that they should be allowed to have a pink stork out in front of the house because they'd be publicizing the birth of a child who looks like, and I'm quoting, Yoda, which I think is very cruel. And the other thing, and Bobbie, you ought to know this if you're listening on hold, newborn babies ain't the best looking things going. And they do mature into something very beautiful. 1-800-449-8686. This is Southern California Lifestyles. I'm Phil Hendrie. And they're talking to us about the rules and regulations that they have in their community. You're not allowed to put up lawn ornaments. Is that right, Bobbie?
So that is correct.
All right. And yet one of your neighbors did put up a pink stork announcing the birth of their baby daughter.
That is correct, yes. And we would have waived that rule, but we did see a picture of the child. And
you saw a picture of the child, and the child, you said, looks like Yoda.
Well, I'm using that. I mean,
you realize how cruel that sounds.
I do, Phil, but I'm also saying that I think it's a little shocking to put people through that, to say, come see our baby girl, and they walk into the house, and they're looking at that. I think that...
And you heard what I said about babies maturing and looking better?
Babies do mature, yeah, and they do look better. And I think that is the time when you invite people into your home to see the child, not when the child is fresh out of the uterine canal, completely inappropriate. And that's why we said what we said.
If the baby was better looking, would you let them have this pink stork out in front of their lawn?
We would take that under advisement in one of our homeowners association meetings, yes. But we would have to have pictures of the child. We would have to pass the pictures around to different members of the board.
I can't.
Phil, you got to understand. Have you ever lived in a community like ours?
No, I've never lived in a community like yours.
Well, you got to understand. We have to control how things are done to keep the quality of lifestyle.
All right, 1-800-449-8686 is our number if you want to call and talk to the Dooleys here about the Western States Homeowners Association. And we got into a couple of false starts there with the punctuation of music, and I apologize. There it is, okay? Do you feel better?
Yes, I do feel a lot better hearing that.
Said that Bobbie had her speech planned out.
I understand she had her speech planned out, so she's got her music. And we can move on with this?
Yes, we can, as long as I can hear it. I get palpitations, Phil, and when I am planning to speak on the radio, I need to hear the music that Craig Taylor said that he would play. And I started getting palpitations when I didn't hear it.
Oh,
yeah,
no, what you're saying is you have a CC&R that says no ugly people. And you know what? Your insides are much uglier than any child's outsides could ever be.
I'm not parading them around the neighborhood, am I?
Yeah, you are. You are.
How am I parading?
Energy doesn't lie.
You're talking
Energy
about...
never has lied. It doesn't lie. If this is how you come off to people, you are absolutely emitting terribly ugly things.
You're speaking a lot of New Age stuff that I don't believe in. I'm a Christian. Okay?
You're not a Christian. Christians don't behave like this.
Well, you're speaking in New Age terms.
No, I'm speaking in reality terms, and you've got your head buried. You don't treat people like this.
My husband said that when you said energy...
Your husband's retarded.
Oh, that's very... isn't that New Age of you? My husband said...
do you know what? He is. And I'm not saying retarded in that way. I'm saying socially retarded. You don't treat people the way you guys treat people and think that this is just okay because you deem yourself Christian.
When you said energy, that was New Age.
Oh, will you knock it off with that music? 1-800-449-8686. Phil Hendrie Show. Phil Hendrie Show. We're talking with Bobbie Dooley and her husband Steve about the... We're talking with Bobbie Dooley and her husband Steve. This is Southern California Living, about their the Western States Homeowners Association. One of the rules, and I understand CC&R's Bobbie and Steve, so don't get me wrong. I know that if you move into a home in a community, you have to abide by the CC&R's, the rules. And CC&R, by the way, for those of you who don't know what that means covenants, conditions, and regulations, something like that. But the thing that we're all having a problem with is you're saying you didn't want them to put the pink stork sign up in front of their house because the rules of the neighborhood do not allow outside lawn ornaments.
That is correct, Phil.
Okay. You're also saying that it's not right of them to put a pink stork up there because their baby is ugly.
Phil, I'm saying that I believe there is a level of false advertising involved when you put up a pink stork on your front lawn and invite people to come into your home. You're basically saying, come see our beautiful girl baby. What they're asking people to do is to come in and look at a baby that is more closely resembling a pug dog or a poodle or something like... I mean, Phil, you gotta
see this kid. I mean, it's worth the drive.
What do you mean it's worth the drive?
We got the pictures.
Steve, do you have those? Steve has the pictures, Phil. You can come over. Let's put, have a barbecue or something. I don't know.
No, I don't want to come over to your house for a barbecue and pass around pictures of this poor child. Is the child deformed?
No, it just,
I mean, Phil, I swear to God, the kid is a spitting image to Yoda. And it...
You can't be serious. Glendale on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello.
Hi, my name is Blue Hero.
Can't hear you, pal.
Oh, sorry. Hold on one moment. Can you hear me now?
No, we have our music turned up.
Oh.
Oh, now I turned it down. Go ahead. What is your name?
Blue Hero, Louhero. And my opinion is, or my problem is, you should have no right to make fun of the baby or say what you have to say to the baby. If the baby has a rolling eye, that means he can have a seizure or something.
A what?
And no babies are ugly at all.
Oh, please. You know something? I raised 3 children, and my sons, I love them. I'd commit wholesale serial murder for my sons. But I can tell you this much, I nursed them, and there were days that I wanted to dry heave looking at them because they weren't good looking.
Okay, so you know your kids were ugly.
But, Phil, I wasn't forcing people to look at them.
But excuse me, my grandma raised 3 children herself, and she loved them so much.
Uh-huh.
And they were not ugly, trust me.
How about you?
What are you? Not born at the time, but...
Well, let's get down to brass tacks here. What do you look like?
Have red hair, blue eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a young man, 21 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Legally blind.
Legally blind. That's why you don't like the slot machine crack. Do your eyeballs roll around?
I like the slot.
Well, you're legally blind, dear. Do your eyeballs roll around, yes or no?
Yeah, we got to know because you might be prejudiced.
Don't.
They do not roll around.
No, they don't.
They do not.
Will you knock it off with that music, please? Okay, pal. Thanks for calling our show, okay? Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Here is Lancaster on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
My name is John Millard.
Yes, sir.
I'm 57 years old, and I've got a couple of kids. And I'll tell you, I think that what I have heard you say and your husband say is the most unchristian thing I have ever heard in my 57 years of life.
I don't know what I said that was unchristian. I'm simply trying
You're saying that you don't want these people to have people in to look at their child because the child is ugly. There is no such thing as an ugly child. Every child in its own way is beautiful.
Well, you know as well
you
as I do.
people are absolutely, totally, completely
Sir, let's talk
unchristian
turkey.
and wrong.
Let's talk turkey, sir. Just man to man. You know as well as I do, some kids, you know that's true.
No, I do
Wait
not.
a minute. I think parents look through the eyes of love. I've heard some adults joke about the looks of a child, but no one ever says that a kid is ugly. It's bad taste. It's bad social decorum. It's not good form. And it certainly isn't right for you guys to say, don't put the pink stork up on your front lawn because you don't want to advertise Yoda inside.
Well, Phil, I think it's false advertising. I think there are laws against it.
There's no such thing as false advertising in this business because if you are a Christian, which I very much doubt,
I am a Christian woman.
Every person and every child is beautiful in the eyes of God, and you well know it.
No, but I'm talking legally now, because if you're advertising
there's no legal
a pink
issue
stork,
here.
why would you put a pink stork out in front, ask people to come in, and they're looking down at a
Because
kid?
I am absolutely proud that I have a child.
And they're looking at the thing.
Hey, it's a child, not a thing, number one.
Well, you know what I mean.
No, I do not, ma'am. I have no clue what you mean.
Well, I think that you're all wet.
And I think you have no Christian charity. I do not think you're a Christian. You're not any kind of a Christian that I know about.
Well, I attend.
And I think you are ugly. How's that grab you?
I think that's very cruel.
That's fine. What you're saying and what you're doing is also very cruel.
Oh, the child can't hear us. He's
that
batting
has
around
nothing
something
whatsoever to do with it. The entire listening public that's listening to this radio show can hear you. They can all see how ugly you are.
Let me ask you a question, Bobbie. When that neighbor tried to put a nickel in the kid's ear and pull his arm down because his eyeball made it look like he had a slot machine?
He has a wandering eye, yes.
Did you think that was funny?
Phil, I swear to God, if you and this gentleman had been there, you would have laughed yourself sick. If you'd been there.
No, I would have probably punched out the dork that tried to do that.
Well, I think you're wrong.
That is not something to laugh at. No child is something to laugh at, ever.
You got 3 kids, Bobbie. Think about it.
Well, you know,
Would you like me to laugh at your children?
My boys are gorgeous.
Would you like me to laugh at them? Answer my question.
Well, you'd be blind if you did.
Answer my question.
Wait a minute.
Would you like it?
Wait a minute, buddy. I'm the father here, okay?
Would you like it?
You're not going to laugh at my kid.
Exactly my point. Thank you.
I'll open up a can of whoop-ass.
Yeah, that's my point, pal. I'm surprised that father hasn't come down there and kicked your butt.
Who, Dave Ashland?
Ooh, the father of the child.
Dave comes across the street on me. He better come with his lunch.
Listen, let me tell you something, pal. If I was that kid's father, you'd be in the hospital right now.
All right, thank you, sir, for your call. Knock the music off. You don't have to punctuate the points of the callers, okay?
Oh, God, where's the music? Oh, there it is.
Man. All right, so what are we talking about here? Are you going to let them have the sign up or not?
Phil, we want the Ashlands to enjoy their child. There is a rule against it. I guess we'll waive the rule. But I really think it's wrong for them to make us change our CC&Rs so that everyone can come in and look at that kid of theirs that I swear to God, Phil, would make a freight train take a dirt road.
There we go. There's the music. Here is Selkirk on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello.
Hi, Phil.
Yes, sir.
Name's Tom Vidalstein from Selkirk, New York. I have to tell you, I am totally appalled by these people. You know, it reminds me of Adolf Hitler.
Are you talking about me?
Adolf Hitler didn't like Jews because they didn't meet a certain criteria.
Oh, don't be dramatic.
You were just like that.
I
need to tell you, lady, I have an 11-year-old son who has cerebral palsy.
Oh, does he have...
Am I ashamed of him? Hell no. He is the light of my life, okay? He is the youngest of 31 grandchildren for my parents, and they love him to death.
Well,
Should
you
I
say
have hit him when he was born?
Cerebral palsy, does that mean he walks, like, funny, or...
He walks. He doesn't walk funny. He walks. You may think things are funny, okay?
No, I'm just saying.
I think the ironic thing is you're passing judgment on an infant that can't defend himself, and yet your wife is here who has to have music played because she's having heart palpitations.
Exactly. Do you understand the irony of that?
My wife needs the music because she's nervous about being on the radio.
Your wife should be nervous about being on the radio. Anybody that knows you will probably think you're the most disgusting people that ever walked. Why should anybody hide their child? And if anybody, a grown adult, wants to try to use a child for a slot machine, the person has too much free time on their hands. They need to get a life. And they need to see a shrink.
Oh, so now I'm crazy. You didn't announce your son has cerebral palsy, correct?
That's right.
Did you announce his birth?
Yes, we did.
Oh, my God. You can be sued for those things.
Why? Because I'm proud to be a father, that I'm proud to have a beautiful,
and when he walks into someone's furniture, when he walks into someone's furniture and destroys a lamp or something, then what?
Are you living in a time warp? You sound like Adolf Hitler.
Turn the music down, will you?
I need the music, Phil.
She needs that music as her security blanket because she needs to hide from society. Lady, you need to get a life. These people are celebrating the most gorgeous thing that could ever happen to them. They have a beautiful baby.
I don't want the music turned back.
Steal that from them.
Oh, God.
Am I ashamed of my son? No, my son walks every day, and every day is a milestone for my son.
That's
Each
beautiful,
day
sir.
I'm proud of him.
Thank you, sir, for your call, and we're proud of all of you guys. Thanks for calling. Turn the music off. This is the Phil Hendrie Show. Let her choke to death.
Where's that music for my wife?
Let her choke to... Come on, Taylor, let her...
Oh, thank God.
1-800-449-8686.
You send this young girl out to a boat to meet with a bunch of men, and then your husband's drunk off his butt.
No kidding.
Throwing nothing. Is that like father, like son?
Lisa, that is so true. This is Phil Hendrie. We have Mr. Dooley on the other line again.
Why don't you let me...
Just hold on for a minute. Lisa, just stick with us. Steve, are you there?
Yeah.
All right. Are you going to sober up?
I get some coffee in me.
I think y'all need to send somebody out there to see about the girl.
Is that Bobbie? Bobbie, is that you?
No, I'm here, honey. That's another lady.
Who are you? Who are you?
Mr. Dooley, this is Phil Hendrie. That's Lisa. She's a caller.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Mr. Dooley.
How are you?
You're a really good role model for your perfect son, aren't you?
Well, I didn't mean...
Is it true, like father, like son?
I didn't mean to.
It don't matter. If you meant to, you did it.
I was only going to have a little drink.
And then when you drunk like that, well, you don't remember the next day half of what you did.
Well...
Trust me, I've been there. I've been drunk.
I know.
I'll wake up the next morning and don't remember what I did.
I know, but you know what I did? I wrote a lot of it down.
It don't matter what you did. What matters is y'all got a young girl out there on that boat.
Where?
Okay? And y'all were probably all drinking.
We had a taste. But,
yeah?
But she's not here now.
Well, that's good,
Are
because
you
I'll
married?
fix to call the cops to come out there and see about the girl, and I'm not even from here.
Are you married?
Yeah, I'm married, and I got 2 boys and a daughter and a stepdaughter.
Hey, you warm it up for your husband at night?
Yeah, you're right, I do.
Yeah, I'll bet you do. Hey, Lisa.
You're not even worth talking to.
Lisa, listen. That girl that you're talking about, right?
Yeah, that girl I'm talking about.
She's gone.
You do not get bruises between your legs unless they're forced open.
I don't know where she is. She disappeared. It was
well, good. I'm glad she did for her own safety.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It must
and I don't care how she was dressed. It don't matter how she was dressed.
She had on a
and
little...
if she was dressed like a slut when she came to the door, why'd you let your son leave with her? If he's so popular and so prim and proper.
I would have.
You would have, yeah, because you're a male.
She had a little thong underwear. And,
how do you know she had little thong underwear on? Were you looking?
Oh, ma'am.
You had to been, if you said that.
Well, that's what my son said.
Right.
I didn't look at nothing.
Maybe you need to go drink a little bit more coffee, and both of you and your wife need a wake-up call.
Okay.
I think y'all need some help here.
She also had big nipples, too.
You're disgusting.
You're
disgusting.
I'm sorry.
You're disgusting.
Why?
Your son must be just like you. Father like son, right?
I guess. You know
son
what?
like father?
Hey, Lisa, guess what? Her underwear's on my head. I just found it. I had it on my head.
Phil.
I'm right here, Lisa. This is absolutely...
I don't
this
even
is an
want to talk
abomination.
to him no more.
I'm sorry.
That's sickening.
On my head.
Get her underwear. Get
Y'all
her.
need to call somebody and get them out there and see about that girl.
Well, the girl is safe. We found out she's fine. But, Mr. Dooley, you're not driving tonight.
I don't have my truck. How can I drive?
Good. He's not driving this evening.
And I hope this is recorded. Everything he just said about the girl's thongs and her nipples.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's all I have to say. And to the mother of the son, I think she needs a wake-up call.
What did I say bad about her nipples? I say nothing.
Well, what are you doing looking at a young girl's nipples?
I don't know. They were there.
You are some kind of a real piece of crap. Were you...
Oh, my gosh.
She was taking a shower, and I brought her some soap.
Phil, I
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
even want to talk to that trash.
I don't blame you, ma'am.
Uh-oh. Here it goes again.
But I think...
Oh, God.
Is his wife still on the line?
Yes, ma'am. This is Phil Hendrie.
Is his wife still on the line?
Oh, is Bobbie there?
My husband's sick right now. Hold on.
God.
This is sickening.
Unbelievable.
This is so
It's sickening.
Waco on the Phil Hendrie Show. Hello.
Hello, are you talking to me?
Yes, dear. How are you?
Thank you, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
My stepfather is legally blind. He has one glass eye. Well, my stepfather was in the Navy. That's what he was, exactly. And the government put his glass eye in.
Well, does it?
And he does not have a cane. He does not have a dog.
Okay, can he pull the glass eye out at parties?
No, he doesn't.
And roll
He doesn't go to parties. He doesn't drink.
Sammy Davis Jr. used to do that.
Well, that's Sammy Davis. He had a lot of money, too, and he could stand around and pull his eye out if he wanted to.
Oh, man.
You know, I'm really happy.
I'm talking about a normal human being.
Happy the two of you are having a good time.
Sammy Davis Jr. didn't pull his eye out at parties. The guy...
I never heard of it.
Yeah.
And I like Sammy Davis as an actor.
Oh,
he
God,
was a good actor.
Oh, I loved him. I loved him. He was wonderful. What kind of fool am I that never's been in love? It seems that I'm the only one.
I've got one better than that. This is my country, land of my birth. This is my country, grandest on earth.
Oh, I love that. I love
do
that.
too.
How about this one? You're a grand old flag. You're a high flying flag.
I like the other one bad because this is my country. I was born here, and I love it.
All right, here's a good one. Oh, say, can you see?
Oh, come on, will you?
Salute the flag.
Stop it.
What?
What do you mean, what?
You got to give us that credit.
This is my country. All right, well, God bless our country, and...
We're going for the gold, Phil. We're going for the... Aren't we, dear?
Let's go for personal rights and freedom to do what you can do. That's what our country is all about.
Oh, my God, I know where you're calling from now. Waco, that's where they set fire to that man. Oh, my God.
I was in Colorado at the time.
Were you, dear?
Yes, I was. I got to watch it on the TV. I watched the whole grizzly thing.
Do you ever go over and see where it was all burned up and everything?
I don't.
Oh, they set fire to that David Koresh.
I know.
Oh.
No, he's not what bothers me. All the kids do. But that's another subject, Mr. Airy.
Here's one that I love. Listen to this. Oh, born in the USA, I was a long-gone daddy in the USA.
But I'm not Spanish. I'm not a long-gone daddy. I'm a female. You ask my daughters, and they'll tell you I'm their mother, not their father.
I was born in the USA. Where were you born?
America.
Is that different from the USA?
Okay.
I don't know what you want to call it, but I call it America.
Okay, one more, Phil.
Oh, will you come on with This Is My Country?
Baby, we were born to run, do-do-do-do-do.
Your show's not too bad, but you do need a better singer.
She's a moron. All right, well, thank you, dear, for your call.
Thank you.
And we should have had the marshmallows out there in Waco, shouldn't we?
You take care of it.
You know what you should do, dear? Have a marshmallow roast on the anniversary of that Waco thing.
I want you to understand, she is weird.
No, seriously, when they set fire to that thing, I wish to God I'd have some s'mores going.
I'll see you later, honey.
All right, thanks a lot.
See you later, bye.